Hello everyone. So today we are continuing with the usual stream type, which is honestly just React. Yeah, let's go. Go live. Oh, we are not live on YouTube. Now we are. For some reason we wasn't. Now we are not still. Weird. Well, yeah, I think the built-in stream is already on YouTube, so all good. So that's just a problem there. That is fine. Cool. So what do you want to see today? I want to hear from the chat, see what are their ideas, and start from there. Oops, here you go again. Live stream it there for you. I think all good, right? Yeah, nice. Oh, people already started following. Nice. Is the stream there for everybody? You seeing everything? Cool. Let me just make this louder and extend chat settings. I'll check everyone's comments, so give me a minute. I'll just prepare everything. I'll prepare the Twitch part. Also, I wish if Twitch had this this part where I can actually pop up the chat, but I know that will be probably something like that in it. All right, we are live everywhere. Yo, Nicola, how are you, mate? You're the first comment, and then next is the next one. Saying hi, mate. Nice. How can I pop up the chat? I need to do that. Chat highlight probably? No, I cannot do that. What are we building today? Today we are continuing with the same problems that we have already. We last time did a successful to do adding, to do storing or whatever. Today we are continuing with that, setting up some controllers to the fact that we can now make them work in the application in the React part. So we will create a route for them, make sure that they appear, create their 10 stack part. What that on your screen? Exactly that. That's actually my... Oh, that's exactly my repo. Nothing much, yeah. So I have this ISA part, yeah. So this showed me, for example, the files only. So if I do ls, it will show me everything. If I do ld though, it will show me only the directories. If I do lh for hidden, it will show me the hidden files only. So it's kind of like I programmed it to do that, right? And it's really helpful. It kind of helps a lot. But yeah, I do my best kind of to to program this kind of stuff to help me out in my daily basis work as well. So not only on stream, that I will use this also on my daily job, and it seems like it works perfectly. So that's really amazing. So thanks for everybody who are actually joining the chat. Hello everyone. I see Kiax comment. Hello brother. Hello there. Thanks for sharing the stream as well. I see it there on my screen. You're still on v3 or of Tailwind. Why is there a new Tailwind version? I'm not sure. I actually gonna check now. Yo. They just upgraded to v4. I think we installed Tailwind just one day before they upgrade. One day, yeah, which is kind of odd. Yeah, look at my hair, it's actually getting tall again. I need a haircut probably, but I like it like this. I like it messy. I need also to kind of also go and shave my beard probably. Yeah, the v4 is nice. Looks like it has some routes by default, so that's really nice. Thank you Next for saying that, and also for everybody else who also mentioned that. Nevertheless, we are on Tmux already, so let's just open mvim here and show you what we did last time. So by the way, I want to talk today about two things, right? I want to kind of talk about the part where we discuss how this project is being built right now. You know that I have me as as the owner, basically building this, right? But also there's a possibility that guys like Jacob, who's in the chat right now, like also another guy called OB and another guy also as well, built up some PRs for this. So their PRs are actually on already getting worked, or already getting merged already on my app. So if you want to see the application, or maybe you have an idea that you can build for this, make sure that you just visit our GitHub repo. So it's called White Noise, that simple as that. I know that I call this app Study With Me and then White Noise. I call it a million name, but probably later on we will have just one name for it. And by the way, here are the people that did it. Shout out to Obi, shout out to also Novsky for helping out with some of the stuff. Novsky right now is actually working on some of the branches that is on his I think profile. One of them is called is actually to upload certain white noises to this application, and that will be really epic. When he finish with that, we will be able to upload this with a file storage kind of service in our application. Okay, M Series King said that he likes a lot the V4 of Tailwind. Well, I will introduce myself to it soon, and I hope that I kind of like get on well with it super fast. Some guy said I missed you. By the way, yesterday I didn't stream just because I had some issues to take care of, like my health. I actually, because I don't know if you know, but I'm from Tunisia, which means I'm like by default from the 99% Muslim people. So we have Ramadan, and Ramadan is actually to not eat and drink from sunrise to sunset. And you know the huge like mess that you have, especially if you have to work and stuff like that. You need actually to cope up with this, and not drink, not eat, and still think heavily is a really kind of huge task. So I was really feeling down a bit. So I just put my head into the pillow, and I thought that I will kind of sleep for like, I don't know, like 2 seconds. And then I ended up sleeping the whole day, waking up next day actually. Can you explain the branches and how to add things to your project? Yeah, I can explain that. This is a comment from Nicola on Twitch. Yeah. So how does that work? This is as Git example work, as Git exactly how it works, how we will do this. So we will have the main branch, by the way, there. So the main branch, please don't touch it, right? Just everything that I do on the stream is actually on the develop branch. So everything that I do on the stream, and this is by me, I will just flag it on. Everything you will find. So basically this is your source of truth, right? SOT, let's call it. This SOT is gonna be the one that you take from our GitHub. So if you want to actually do this with me, just go here and go to the develop branch, or copy the whole thing. For sure you need to like to clone it, and then just go to develop. You will find out the latest one. So latest one I did 2 days ago, like latest commit. For sure today we will do another commits and stuff, so it will be always updated. If you want to check how many commits, check maybe should be always having like the latest kind of date, right? So yeah, that's it. I mean, copy this and then create your own issue. Just contact me, DM me first. Maybe go to my Discord. That will be good. And that will be nice actually. Some guy came out from Twitch. That's nice. Is it you, Nicola? I don't know who you are. But yeah, I think, yeah, Nicola came from Twitch. He just left here. Yeah, so basically you can see here that you can do like create a new branch, and that branch will be the branch that you will work on for a task. So pick a task at a certain moment, and then make sure here to to take the best approach to also define your task. So basically your task can be anything like adding new routes, for example, for certain stuff. So yeah, it can be for anything, basically for anything, right? Yeah, so it can be like that. And then once you finish with this, please return it back here, and that will be the best way to do this, right? Nice. Oh yeah, so you are asking about how to fork, commit, and do stuff like that. There is like an application called Fork. I mean, this is the application that I still use at work. This is one of the best applications actually that I can use. You can download it for free basically. I know that they put a price for it, but it's free. You don't need anything for this. And the funny part that it actually like look at merge conflicts like with the UI, which helps you a lot. So in order for you to actually delete or to add or something, it's just you click the delete button, add button, whatever like that, and it will do everything for you. So first of all, go and experience with this one, and you will be really having a great time with it. If it works on Mac, it should work on Linux, but I probably think not here, not a Debian file in anyhow. Maybe I need to just fork app brew or something, just search for it. Yeah, it exists. So yeah, it exists, so that's perfect. So they have it. It works on Linux 100%. Make sure to install it, maybe using brew or something like that would be really nice. Yeah, works really, man. It's a drag and drop application, and you don't really need to do anything like literally to instead either git is just trash git. And the funny thing about this is that when you use it, it will show you the commands that you can use on the console to actually do the same thing. So if you just drag and drop develop into your branch, let's say this is how fork is. Let me actually make a video about this. This will be a really nice video to actually share with the community, right? Yeah, so what I'm sharing with you today is this fork application. I know that you probably have it installed in IntelliJ or VS Code or whatever, but it's really amazing what you can do, and it is very fun to do. Like you will have the left hand pane panel or whatever it's called, and here you will have something called remotes, and here you will have something called locals, right? And let's say here you have a dev branch, right? All you have to do is just click that twice and the dev branch will go local. And let's say you are creating a new task from that dev branch, and this new task is gonna be, for example, based on the ID of the task. Let's say the ID is 12 and adding header, let's say, or something like that, right? So this is gonna be your task. After you add the header, the only thing that you need to do before you push this to the remote is just to drag develop into this, like literally mouse drag this, literally mouse drag it and put it on top of this add in header branch, and it will just do a merge conflict. The funny part, no, it actually will do a merge normally, but the funny part is that if you have a conflict, a new page will open up for you like this, and it will just split this into two. Same as VS Code, but it's really better because it suggests to you what to do on top. And anything that you do, even this simple thing that you did here, it will tell you, yeah, you probably could do this with this. If you go git, merge, and make sure you are actually on the branch, what is it called, in the branch that you are actually trying to merge to, and then you mention develop, then therefore you will do the same thing when you did the drag and drop. And here as well in the merge conflict, it will solve it with you with green, red, and stuff like that. It makes it really amazing, especially that it puts the file completely here and show you exactly what to add from here to here. If you cannot understand that, then you open another panel which have 3 panes like this, one for the, let's say, develop, one for the header branch, and one for the merged one in between. So if you like a line to take from here and put it here, it's fine. If the other line is here, for example, and it's from the your branch, you want to put it here, just copy paste it, and therefore you will have like a check mark here. You just click on it and it will just do the same thing as a merge, right? And your merge will be successful. Now think about it, and you tell me, hey, how can you then take this to remote? Same thing, just drag and drop this into the remote, and it will create a PR request for you. And this is literally one of the best tools that I ever used in my life. And I really like it, I really support it, and I think it's really amazing. So guys, please check it, use it, and let me know how you think about it. Yeah, that's it. Maybe that's her PR, right? It is amazing. It is amazing. This kind of stuff I actually kind of always tell people to take a look at, because it's really amazing. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, cool. So let's see on Twitch. On Twitch we don't have a lot of viewers, but let's continue our path now today to continue with that application that we did. Some guy on YouTube commented that he needs a job as a data engineer. Honestly, I am the wrong guy to actually ask about that. But for people who are asking what about that app, it's called fork.dev. You can check it. It's an amazing app, actually. I pinned my comment on TikTok so people can check it. All right. I didn't show any code and people are asking about the code. All right, so cool. So let's actually take a look about what we did last time, right? Last time though, we had this, let me just delete this part. We had this to do part, right? And can anybody here have a question so I can actually explain this on top and then we move forward? Because I know this what I have on top. Probably not all of you saw it before, so I need to kind of explain it first. And let's take a chance to read the comments and actually explain it at the same time. On the meanwhile, we are actually executing a flare. So what is a flare? It's actually something on TikTok that you start so you can reach out more people that TikTok gives you for free for 30 minutes, which is amazing. Some guys, Jacob said, can you code a DHT? I will reject this PR. But what is that? And what are you talking about? All right. How is the token stored in the front end? Well, in the front end, honestly, the token is stored only in local storage. I hate the part to tell you that on the back end, we are just blacklisting these on a set. So basically, if your token exists in the set, then it's blacklisted. Very bad approach, I know, but what I can do about it is just nothing. I myself hate that part. I myself say to myself, you probably shouldn't do that, right? I know, but it's what it is, right? I don't like this code. It distributes hashable. I don't know why you don't like my code, bro. Just explain yourself first, and maybe anything that you're actually suggest in this case, we will look at it and maybe implement it. So be friendly. Try to kind of like be friendly and just try to actually be supportive. Yeah, because basically here, if you support with nice arguments, we will literally take them and implement them in the code. So we will do it for you. Don't worry about that. What about using cookies? Yes, cookies were in the plan, but I was thinking that it's not one of our principles here, because we need actually to make sure that we implement it on the front end first, and also this is started as a front end application, but then things went south. Everybody wanted to see stuff on the back end as well, so we started to build the back end. We had some API functions that we prepared, as you see, on the front end as well, that communicate with TanStack. And actually we have one lib file, one lib called React Queries that we will use also for certain other stuff, to call out. So the to-dos, for example, this is something that I will do for today as well. So let's say user to-dos will be here as well. I will comment it for now because this is to be added. So if I do to-do now and I do space, it will be there. And that's all some things that we will add step by step. So don't get greedy and try to help me out to implement them. Okay, so for the font, it's called JetBrains Mono Nerd font. That's it. It's not custom, it's just JetBrains Mono. It's a very known one. If you go nerd fonts and then search for JetBrains Mono, you will have it there. And what's the framework we are using here? We are using React with Express on the back end, and it's like kind of the MERN stack, but a bit different because we have Prisma and Postgres. Yeah, it reminded me to do something. Yeah, I need to check if the Postgres is running, because otherwise it will be a problem. That's nice. And then npm run dev for application. It works fine. I left it working fine, so hopefully we don't have any errors. Nice. So that's nice. Cool. We are on correct way. Are you in a full stack job? No, I'm not. Actually, I'm just a front end guy. And I work not even a lot with the code lately. I'm just looking at code and trying to kind of like approve PRs. Yeah. So front-end techniques said brochure info about cleanup architecture, what will help you to understand how to work with React. All right, I will tell you one thing that is really funny about React is is that the less re-renders, the architecturally correct you are. So if you have less re-renders on your applications, you're architecturally going to the right path. Forget about like separating your hooks, about like what you're doing when it comes to the app folders and stuff like that. For example, I'll show you one example here that architecturally should be there, right? So here, for example, when we did the main part, when we actually created the route, we had this context to use the query client. So basically we know if you are connected or not. And how is that? We have here in the login part, I will always delete my console logs just because they don't need to be there. Let me just check how many console logs do I have. I have one here, which is gonna be deleted. Okay, leave this one. Okay, maybe I'll leave them all. All right. So here the before load function, for example, shows that you know exactly that you want and need for this is authenticated to be there, unless you will have a trouble. And then you will just redirect the user. Therefore, now you are searching for a folder that contains all the stuff that you want to show to the user and all the stuff that you don't want to show to the user, right? And that's what we want to see. We see like separation of concern, right? And that's the architectural decision when it comes to this. So this is a step-by-step guide to how to kind of like separate your files to make them actually appear correctly in the user's screen at some point. Because if you have a lot of misjudgment when it comes to your components, you'll probably do a lot of re-renders that are not necessary. Yeah, so Frankenstein said that he likes frontend, but he doesn't like CSS. I don't like that too, right? And I'll show you an example of something that I learned today. Something really funny, actually. I used something similar in the past on the actual JetBrains IDE. Maybe I'll switch back. That's nice, but I am on NeoVim, by the way. Yeah. Yes, this is a personal project. Right. You are right. Cool. All right. I hope that I answered a lot of your questions. Syntax a day, actual programming concepts, months to years to understand. I don't know what you are trying to here, but I think he is answering some other people's codes or comments. What framework? We are using React. What do you mean? What is it? The architecture? I don't understand your question. Yeah, I'm using 10 stack router in this case. Yes. Neil asked. Yes, I'm using 10 stack router. This is a very good one, especially that it has this authenticated kind of folder part, and this means that anything inside here is actually gonna be used when we have a use auth current user. So yeah, I think I have user or use auth. Maybe I don't have this, but I think this is the index file, so it gets redirected here automatically. Otherwise, on other pages, maybe in services still didn't do it, contact page still didn't do it, but all of them are actually inside the is authenticated folder. So you see here the create file root, it needs to have this authenticated part, right? So yeah, that's it. I mean, if you want to know also how does that work, you need also to check this authenticated part, and it does like throw a redirect just to login page if it doesn't find the user. So the same kind of approach, right? It does await context query, client fetch query, user data, and this user data part is just actually a get profile function that gets back, that sends the GWT token and decrypt it in the backend. Where is get profile? Get profile. Okay, I need to kind of search for this get profile or profile. I don't know what I called it, but I think something like authenticated or not. Yeah, user authenticate. Here you go. I think this is the one that we are calling here to actually make sure. Maybe I can check the routes to know exactly. Yeah, the profile part is the user authenticate. So it passes by a middleware. Actually, the middleware, we found out that the middleware is not needed at all in this case, which is a bummer because we have a server config or a database config, and also a config for passport. He has to use the GWT strategy, which makes it actually always pass the user if you are authenticated or not. So if there is no user, you are not authenticated. Basically, you're not done and you go back. Yeah, that's it. I hope that answers the question. Can I get repositories? Yeah, you can do 100%. Yeah, so here actually Pro Evils is back on this chat. He said you can also move the blacklist check into the middleware function. We will do that 100%. 1 second, let me just share this one here to make sure that people are following. So this white noise project, I'll just put it in everywhere. So this is the one here. We are working on develop branch, by the way, so make sure that you are on the develop branch. And also I'll share it on TikTok. So basically Pro Evils here, our GS hero, can go also there and check if he needs to give any of his opinions or feedback basically on the application. How many languages used in this project? For now, TypeScript, that's it. JavaScript, TypeScript, that's it. And to be honest, nothing much, but a little bit of Python though, a little bit of Python. Proable said, Tanstack dropped a bunch of new libraries. Did you see that? I didn't see that. Where is that? Where can I check that? Did they actually have in their website that they are dropped this, or? Yeah, okay, so Ranger, store, form, query. I mean, I use only router and query. I see now that there is a headless UI for table, for example, Tanstack form. You know, when he said dropped, I thought that they deleted, but he meant that they added. Yeah, so now I understand you. Yeah, I actually was aware of that. Yeah. Yeah, form is great. Okay, I will take a look at it. I can share it on my screen right now just for people to see what I'm looking at. If you go here, you'll find out, for example, the Tanstack form. And if you actually want to know what is Tanstack, we use the router part of it and the Tanstack query part of it. It has this mutation for posting, and it has this use query hook that is really nice to query. It has also something called stale time, which is amazing. So you actually can define how many minutes or days or whatever you need to cache out certain functions or certain data from your API, to make sure that you just query them every, let's say, a minute or so. It's like a pull request that will happen there with every stale time being done. And yeah, now it's virtual headless UI for virtualize and large element list. This, I have no idea what is this. Virtualize only the visible content for massive scrollable DOM nodes at 60 FPS. Oh my gosh, what is this? React node, whatever. Okay, let's get back to this later, but I am interested in this config. This is a new for me. Configuration and tools for publishing and maintaining high quality JavaScript packages. Alright, this might be helpful. Maybe it's something like that, check your package.json and tell you what to delete and what to keep. So in terms of prioritization, but it seems like something different totally. Yeah, it probably is when you build the project, you will have a possibility to kind of build it better in a better way. Yeah, Vite ecosystem, minimal configuration. Okay, package versioning, that's nice. Look at these people. These are the ones that that build basically the project, and also, or maybe they're supporters. They're sponsors. Okay, but these probably are contributors at the same time, which is always these weird looking guys who are really nerdy. All right, cool. I mean, I really like this, but I will give you a funny part. Do you know why it's called Tanstack? Because the guy who made it is called Tanner. So that's why they call it TanStack. So just because of Tanner. Oh, you see yourself on the sponsor list? Where exactly were you? Maybe you can send me a screenshot on Discord. So now let's read what our guy here actually commented on Twitch. He's the only guy on Twitch, so we need to give him some credit. He said rendering massive lists is laggy. Okay, so that's probably something that they will do. Virtualizing it will mean you only load in a fixed amount of rows in the list or given time instead of everything. Okay, so that makes sense. Very useful of good performance for things like social network timeline scoring. Do they not have like this infinite square part where you, whenever square, you see yourself downloading, let's say 20 table rows, like a lazy loading kind of thing? Yeah, Arena sending you hi from TikTok because we have a lot of TikTok viewers. The machine is back. Who is the machine? Yeah, it may be me because I stream every day, and then yesterday I just actually bailed on the guys. I told them that I will stream, but it was a really weird incident. I came back. I don't know. I explained it in the beginning, but I will explain it again. So basically, I'm a Muslim, which means that we have Ramadan month right now. And Ramadan is kind of a month where we do not drink anything or eat anything, not smoke, nothing at all, from sunrise to sunset. And you imagine working with the guys from like 9 a.m. to I don't know, to 6 p.m. and at 6:10 you just 6-10 minutes you just need to actually break the Ramadan with the fast with the iftar, basically. Thanks, someone said Ramadan Mubarak. So I was like, okay, I just ate. I didn't eat much though. I was like, okay, I will just, take a nap. Just 1 hour maybe, and then go directly to stream. And I woke up 7 a.m. the next day, which is today. So I was like, oh no. Oh no, I did it again. So that's it. That's why I wasn't able to do that. So. But today, and I promise you Friday, because Friday I don't stream usually, but I will stream on Friday just because to pick up the day that I didn't stream during the week. Question: the methods in JavaScript is similar to Java or no? Yeah, the OOP's perspective, when they are nested in classes, for sure they look similar, but we have a lot of functional programming stuff that are not really the same. Each post component can be quite resource intensive if I can support many things like video, sound, text, image, etc. Think of Facebook post or okay. If you keep loading them in, that's going to mean thousands and thousands of dumb nodes, and that slows everything down. Yeah, correct. So what is the solution? This is the virtualization part. Nice. So you could imagine opening an inspect element after scrolling something like Twitter without virtualization, and you will see thousands of this. True. So therefore, what if they just like whenever you scroll to to post 100, let's say, you will be able to kind of not like see the latest 10 posts, but the posts on top, they disappear or something. Does virtualization do that? Or maybe, I don't know. TypeScript, yes. What is the project about? It's about the white noise player. It's just a dumb project that I started and now I need to finish with. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. Which DB you use for this project? I use Postgres SQL actually, and I ping it with PLSQL sometimes. Hey, Novsky. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I actually didn't check that part. So our guy here said, check the login logout part. Maybe you don't have a GWT token in your environment variable. That's why you are seeing that. But let me actually show you this. So this is now login page, and I'll try actually to connect to it. Yeah. I did a mistake. 1 second. So now I filled in the password, but I will add it gibberish. And oops. Yeah, so now it's not looking at the password correctly. Unauthorized API profile is unauthorized still, but it's still open. All right, this is bad. Let me just refresh again. Profile. Oh, what? Okay, maybe because I have a local storage part here. Let me just do this again. So probably because I have a token already, it needs to be deleted, but I'll just delete this. I think the hashed part is not working perfectly, so I remember I have an account called John something, yeah, and then I'll just edit this to a lot of stuff. So now it actually works, which is wrong. So it gives the token and it actually have the profile as unauthorized, but it still passes the login part, which is wrong. And John Smith, and this is the password hashed. Okay, which is wrong here. Honestly, I don't think that this is correct. So yeah, probably something with so the logout was there, the profile was unauthorized because you cannot go there, but then the redirection happened automatically, yeah, which is wrong. Okay, let me just do this again. Yeah, it should take you to login instead. Okay, let's fix that. But before we fix that, let's clean up the backend. Maybe that's a better way to do this. We clean up the backend with just yeah. Which link? Sorry, because I honestly cannot see. Maybe someone can tell me how to Twitch to allow these kind of comments and make sure that people can comment with links. I have no idea how to do that. Manage moderation settings maybe, because here probably you can block hyperlink. Okay, now you can do links. Can you maybe share again? Unban, that's not moderator. Yeah, because now if you share, I think we can see it. Yeah, now you can see it, which is res cloudinary wherever png. Oh, okay. Okay, it seems a bit of too much to read, but I will read it for the chat, no problem. So this is kind of like how to render a list of 10k items in the DOM. So basically you have a lot of stuff. Maybe someone scrolled. I did this before when I had a Facebook account. I will go and have like a simple a simple day where I would say, yeah, I forgot about what I was actually posting when I was like 10. Let me just go back and scroll all over it. And I scroll once and I keep my mouse down and it scrolls all over the whole thing, right? Which is really very, very funny. Yeah, actually there is some guy who kept like commenting a lot in the comment section, so I just muted him. Sorry for that. Yeah, so yeah, storing the token in the local storage is a no-go. I now learned my lessons and I will fix it. So let's look at this again. So here it says like 10k rows in the DOM, slower initial render, sluggish scroll. So here it will take you probably that's much of render, and probably per element, because I don't think the 242 ms will take you to render 10k. That's so small. Otherwise, render 10k with virtualization, you will have always the latest, let's say top. It's not mentioned here, but I don't know what is a 60 fps about. I have no idea what is a 60 fps about, but probably, yeah, when you have kind of like a very hardcore VPS to actually store, I don't know how many users to your application, if they start to kind of ping your VPS a lot, or basically where the application will be stored, therefore they will create this lag, and this lag on the application is measured by FPS at this point, I think. And what you aim for is 60 FPS for all time, which is amazing. Thanks for Pro Evils, we know about this. Then let's move on. But can you tell us actually what do you work and what do you do, and since when you are coding? That will be amazing. Everybody in the chat also, you can mention how many times you are actually I don't know how long were you coding. That will be the first question. do people care about these things in real life? I think if it's a big application, like here we have like the metro application or the DB ban application in Germany, it's always failing because a lot of people and no one is actually optimizing it the best. Some guy did 4 months bootcamp in MERN.js. Oh, Nikto is 18 years of experience. Novsky 6 years of experience. Misho for 1 year, and he's saying it's hard. Are you familiar with React Native? Actually, I'm not really familiar with React Native. I know that it's the same as React, but not really, not much. Okay. When a website feels laggy, it's because if it FPS drops. That's it. That's what Pro here said about it, and I think I believe him here because that's it. Yeah. There is no other explanation for it. And FPS is a frame per second, which is used in the games industry as well. And if it's below 60, it means it's laggy. Unless you're playing God of War on PlayStation 4 and you have 30 FPS and you're happy about it. Coding for around 14 years. I'm full stack software engineer specializing in GSTS, AWS. I mean, your profile seems to be really good. I'm right now trying to specialize in TypeScript and JS. And you know what? Can you give me maybe a rating about how many years probably I will need to become more specialized in this shit? But would you hire me, chat? I don't know. Would you hire me if I just begged you to hire me and I shared my CV? Any tips of how to be better? I mean, the only tip that I'm doing, and I feel when I do it that I'm better, is consistency building small projects. So when you build small projects, it helps you a lot to reflect. You know, you will reflect in the beginning. It's like this. Let me actually show you what I mean. Yeah, here you go. Let's also record this in so people actually feel better. I will call this video, "Are you a shitty developer?" All right. So answer the questions. Are you a shitty dev? That's it, right? So this is your lifespan as a developer, right? You probably started the bootcamp or something like that. So in the beginning, you will have a boost of confidence, right? And then at some point, let's call it, this is like the seuil in French, what we call seuil. Seuil is like the top of the iceberg, right? So here you will feel that imposter syndrome, what we call, and also when we talk about React and this stuff, you start kind of like very, 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 very nice feeling. Yeah, I know how to do a full stack application because I followed this guy in on front end masters. He teach me Next.js with APIs, blah blah blah. It's booming. Everything is good. Then this is the moment where you create not something more than a to-do app. Let's write it, more than a to-do app, and things starts to get real because you will have multiple re-renders, what we call the props drilling. Also props drilling, it's something that really bad that will happen to you, that everything that you update in certain component in the top here will update the whole application top to bottom. So you are like, oh my gosh, what I'm doing, blah 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 blah. Then you will get it, and this is where a lot of people drop. So if you go here, means that you failed, you get F-. All right. So there's other people that goes to the bottom of the iceberg and then say, you know what, I'm still not underwater yet, but there is a possibility for me to learn what I can learn to become better. So it will feel like literally very, very, very flat, right? And here you will learn about, I don't know, like OOP or whatever you learn here is gonna be helpful. Function components, React more, rendering, architecturals, AWS, you go Azure maybe, I don't know, you learn whatever, a bit of DevOps, maybe you use PM2 on a VPS or whatever, GitHub, you learn Git very well and stuff like that. All right, so let's go back here, and then yeah, we talk now about how things will become better, right? So how things will become better. This will take you around, let's say, 1 year to realize how things works and stuff like that. And then suddenly life will become better. Why? Because probably here at this point you started actually exponentially to grow, what we call exponential in French as well. So exponentially you will grow a bit, and then you will start to feel it like boom and boom and boom and boom. But at this point also, if you are a really good developer, you will still feel the same point at the same thing at one point, and you need to have that flattening again. And it always keeps happening again and again. This is from my own experience. I don't know about other people. This is when I met 10x engineers and be like, oh, I'm shit. For juniors here, but basically I am the best guy ever. I teach them everything. They cannot understand how I can write code without looking at docs and stuff like that, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, this guy is really crazy, right? He's like the best guy ever. But then here I will start to do the same thing, and I will start to grow again. So this will happen to you a lot of times in your life, until here you'll probably be at a FANG or a company, or you have in your own company, and probably actually architecturally you'll be changing your career to do something else. And that's it. I want you just to keep going and never fail yourself, and try your best to always believe in yourself. That's it. Clear, chat? Yes, there is always a bigger fish. That's 100%. That's 100%. All right, I'll post this video later, and hopefully people will watch it. All right, so Pro Evil said, would I hire you? Yes. I mean, I'm trying my best, and this is kind of like my perspective from these things. I will keep sitting on this chair, my simple chair here, until I become a 10x engineer. I don't care about anybody. I will just, you know what? I will just get hired by Amazon or Google at some point, and then I just bail. I say, okay, thank you, I'm out, and then build something with the chat. Or no, I'm not gonna do it like that. Or maybe have one of the applications that I'm building that are small that will become really good, and that's it. Yeah, cool. I wanted to teach you about something today, so you know what, chat? Let me teach you about everything that I learned today, so you kind of like not miss the point why you are here in the chat and not learn anything, right? So before I go to this next section, I will just answer the small questions that you have. Please, everyone, ask. So imagine encryption program, the bit of knowing what you don't know. Nice, that's correct. Ultra love it. That's what I wanted to actually talk about as well. There is always a bigger fish. That's correct. JS is the worst language imaginable with C. You're not really software developers. Change my mind. Front-end developers are actually architecturally more better than C developers, and I will tell you why. The separation of concern, the solid kind of principle, we use more than anybody else. First of all, every time I write a folder, I need to discuss it with myself a million times before I write it, because I know that that's actually a folder structure, and it needs to be correct, and it needs to be actually done the correct way. Because if I have IIT next to translate my files, and I have like certain way to do these translations, maybe I need to in each folder to put like a dict.json, so I need not more than 2 files in every project or in every folder. So then in every component needs to be really done neatly, so I have all its child component maybe subtracted into another folder, and it becomes like a very big thing, and we're looking at the whole thing, and you need a lot of mentorships when it comes to this. Yeah. Cool. Do you provide mentorships on one-on-one teaching, bro? I try my best. And and Pro Evil said, I agree with the guy with the chat, the guy in the chat about that front ends are not really good developers. I think so. I don't know why. That's what I always ask. Why? Why do you think like that? Yeah. This is not C#. This is not C#. This is TypeScript. All right. So I want to ask you first. But before I go to this section, let me show you one thing that I learned today. I actually promised to do that. So yeah, let's go again to Excalibur. I want to ask the chat first, right? And then I will record it. All right. Imagine that you have a grid. All right. This grid is of calls of 4. Yeah, calls of 4 and rows of 4, which means that I can do this, I can do this like that, like this, and like this. All right, let's make it calls of 5 and add another one here, because then it will be very neat and correct to be drawn. All right, yeah, I fixed it. All right, now it's not that big. All right, okay, so this is a grid of call span 6, right, and rows span 6, right? Now let's talk only Tailwind, okay? Let's talk only Tailwind. How can you start your first element of this grid on the oh yeah, this is 4. Sorry, yeah, 4. Okay, let me just go back and fix that. This is 4 and this is like that, and this is 6 and it's like that. All right, I'm not teaching them about tables, I'm just explaining something that I learned today, right? That's it. How can you start your grid first element with Tailwind, starting the second column without creating an empty one here, without creating an empty one here, and you want also the second one to be here, and that's how you want it, right? And then you want probably your grid again to go fully like this, right? So here you don't have that, you just have it on this first the first row. How can you do that? Do you guys know? Maybe also on Twitch you should tell me. All right, I'll read your comments later on. I know that you're talking here about C and stuff. Yeah. All right, maybe you need to tell me how to do that, and then I will explain to you. Sometimes it can become useful. Yeah, it can be true. Have problems with Tailwind CSS. I can't use it in project because I have to install the package. Oh, don't tell me you have a problem installing the package. But why? Maybe you can share your problems. Okay, so you don't know why and how, right? So what I learned today is something called, if you want your column to start at basically the column number 2, you create, for example, a first div and you tell it like this is row span of 1, and then you put on Tailwind call start, and then you put 2. If you put like call start 3, then therefore it will start on the 3 position. This was like why I didn't know this, why nobody told me this. And this was CSS that I really didn't know about. Yeah, so this was really amazing for me. I was like, oh shit, like I really can do this, so I don't have to create all these empty divs. And in my head I'm like mind blown, like, and that opened my mind kinda, yeah. And it was like, okay, then what I did, I opened another like 2 rows, I actually think, and I played like a tic-tac-toe with them. Like I put X here, here also, and I tried it. So this is called call start 2, call start 1, or maybe you can put nothing here, but you want to put this empty, so call end 1 maybe, and then therefore will be empty, and then you pass one by one, tac, and you don't need to create empty divs, because you know exactly that this needs to be empty divs, what we usually did in normal CSS, right? So that's it. That was really nice. What font do I use? It's JetBrains Mono font. Yeah, nerd font. JetBrains Mono nerd font. I mean, some guy said, is it actually necessary for you to be good at math in order for you actually to be good at IT? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I thought he said real, not software engineer. Shame on mine. Is that right? Yeah. Either way, the why is because JS, like Python, is infinitely simplified and abstracted compared to C. A C developer can easily become a JS dev, but a JS dev can't easily become a C dev. The C dev will know under the hood how GS work, but the GS devs themselves won't be able to understand. Perhaps one easy way to put it is the C devs created your GS. I don't agree on this, honestly. Why? Because the GS stack for building functions and executing functions is totally different from what C does. We use synchronous programming. Basically, GS is actually synchronous until you actually make it asynchronous. Also, we have the possibility to split our node into multiple workers, which is something that is also existing in other application, but it's easier for us. So maybe things are, when they are easier, they are not, that doesn't mean that the other one is better, right? It just means that it's what we're doing is just easier. That's it. It's just easier, yes, and we can go maybe the next way or the next step faster than other developers, right? Also, yeah, change my mind about this. Let me ask you this: is there any other language that you can create front end and back end with the same language? So basically, is there another language that you can create with it front end and back end other than GS? Tell me. You can do C, I don't know, UI, I don't know, maybe, but you need probably to install a hell of a lot of packages. Yeah, maybe you'll tell me, oh, but the terminal is my UI. No, just think about web applications, right? Yeah, one of the things that one of the principles that is not used in GS is the immutability part. So everything in GS is immutable, but we have TypeScript. So what are you saying? So you're saying that JavaScript is not TypeScript, TypeScript is not JavaScript, but that's the point. JavaScript ends when TypeScript starts. That's it. I mean, we have complementary packages. We have something that makes our code better because we have the choices. Think about that as well. And it's a lot of choices when you talk npm packages. Man, there's like more than 1 million npm packages that help you that. But what is a policy here? Maybe you can explain to me. Yeah, TypeScript is all for a client and server. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. This issue is the fact that I don't want everything to run bare and bones as fast as I can. Yeah, why not? I finally run into the stream again. Nice, mate. Maybe you need to follow, therefore they will get maybe a notification. I don't know. I have a lot of people that I saw before. I see also my friend here in the chat. Everybody is in the chat, actually. Nice. Susie also in the chat. That's epic. I didn't see her for a long time. She said that I'm sketching and she went away. Oh yeah, she mentioned also the 10 stack part and the PHP part. Yeah, we are on 11k followers. I don't understand how that happens, but really nice. Maybe we can push for more now. Oh, we already have 100 more followers already in this stream alone, which is epic. Thanks, guys. All right, so now we are at 11.2. Maybe we can push 11.5. So everybody in the chat who's not subscribed, please do, or following, please do. I don't have notice. Oh yeah, okay, weird then. Yeah, I'm using Passport for auth. Okay, so Roivos has said that the idea that GS is better than I didn't say is better. I said just think about it. There is no other, like, yeah, I am on Team GS, but I'm thinking just, yeah, that's really pretty cool if you want to go choose like a language. Okay, you know what? Name me another language that you can create portfolios with easier than any other language. For example, if you want to create your own portfolio, you need GS. You just, even your website, you need GS. Something like that, yeah. And you need to be good at some stuff. And by the way, I know only JavaScript as well. So if you ask me, the code with Python that I created here, it was like 80% ChatGPT. So not really me doing it. How do you store the backlist token like in the database? No, man, I actually have them over there on top, on line, oh, what is the line number? 921 top. I do have a token blacklist, which is a set of strings. Yeah. Yeah, it was never actually designed to fly. You know what I didn't expect to fly was Rust, actually. But then Rust became like, people made super epic terminals with Rust. And I'm like, maybe it's time to learn Rust. I want to build my own terminal at some point. That will be epic, right? That's awesome. Congrats. Thank you, Susie. And yeah, I try my best. Cool. All right. Maybe I need to shave my beard to look 16 again. Let me show you something. I don't have my wallet. Do I have it maybe somewhere? I think if I shave my beard, you will not know me at all. You will be like, who's this 15-year-old man? Honestly, it will be the funniest thing to do on stream, and I will shave it tomorrow morning. Just go to work, and maybe I will stream for sure with it, and you will look at me and be like, who are you? Hello everyone there. Yeah, let's do it on 50k. That will be nice. Yeah, but you don't need like GS to each other on. Yeah, each one has its own advantages and disadvantages, I think. Yeah, and I agree with you on that. By the way, the chat on TikTok is like on 100 already watching. That's why it's so much that I'm reading some stuff that Twitch cannot see. So yeah, also on YouTube there is some other people that are writing. So sorry if I'm not actually catching up to all the comments, but I'm trying my best. Yeah. My most fun was to build a real-time license plate scanner from scratch without any libraries. What language did you use there? Probably like, I don't know, something like you need a camera for that, right? So basically on the mobile side, or Twitch ignored. I'm not ignoring you, man. I just read your comment that you said that the definition of policy though is different from what the guy Pro Evil said, but I trust what he said as well. I get his point, because me and him actually use only GS, and down the spiral of thinking about GS, you will have some time where you will say, okay, maybe I'm not that good of a developer because I know only this GS part, where I can build only web dev stuff, and I'm not really into what is happening with C and with all these kind of languages that they use templates that I don't even understand what it is, and pointers and stuff like that. So at the end, it's a really big thing to be talking about, like to compare two languages. I would think someone with maybe 30 years of experience starting at 1990s or something, and then he had Netscape 2 or coming up with GS, and he saw PHP growing, and he saw every language, and then he can actually tell you the story of it, right? So yeah, we have 18 years people actually watching, right? 18 years of experience. Yeah, and that's it. It would be a fallacy because it relies on arbitrary limitation of other languages rather than an inheritance spurs of JavaScript. If G-Rock says so, then that's it. I won't actually try even to negotiate now. Whatever it is. I remember when he read every comment. Yeah, I still read your comments and I can see them all. Sarah said, I love languages. Define languages, programming languages, or you mean general languages? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Can I ask, why do you have authentication and login logic in the same file? Why not separate them? Well, that's when you talk to a middle engineer. No, I'm kidding. But the thing is that I was actually learning a lot here. I have even the files, but I have some guy else that needs to do a PR. Novsky, actually, I think he's in the chat. He said that he will separate some of these stuff. So I trust him, so I said, okay, make your PR, please separate them into multiple files. We'll have user file, we'll have status file, user file, noises file, which is then at that point to upload and do files as well for OGG stuff. And I think there is a 4 that I forgot about, but before the stream I was talking to him about that and he agreed to do it, so I trust him to actually share with us, and then we will do the PR on stream, so whenever he's done with it. Yeah, I'm using Passport.js with GWT decrypt or encrypt. Yeah, I know. Yeah, LLMs are really crazy when they reason with you. I cannot reason with DeepSeek 401 or something like that. I have no idea how that work, and whatever it says, I agree with it, and I don't question it at all, right? But yeah, for sure, sometimes what you feed them is also wrong. So you need to have your own opinion. I'm just saying, like, at the bigger perspective, you need to also trust what they say. Yeah, I think I have a lot of things wrong in the yeah, that to worry about first before moving to services. But yeah, very good one, very good comment here from Grashton Gordel. And don't worry about it, I will just do it step by step. Oh, what did you do? Is there a way to catch the comments from Twitch and YouTube? You could code the solution showing you all. Actually, there is a possibility if you get like the API key for it, but there is actually something called Restream. I'm waiting for Friday to do it, so where it actually generalizes everything and it puts them into the screen. But I have that actually for YouTube only now. If someone comments on YouTube, it will appear on my Twitch comments section or above on my head, actually here somewhere. But that makes it very, very, very bad for TikTok users because they won't see anything, even the code, nothing. Because they're probably watching on just like 9:16 screen or whatever. Yeah. Dutch name also. Are you a senior in a big tech or no? No, I'm not in a big tech yet. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, cool. So I want to ask something though. I want to actually try something first. I think my middleware function here checks and returns if the user is actually authorized or not. And you see this one here to check if you are authenticated or not. Probably needs to actually be inside the middleware before it passes here, right? But actually, let me just think about it. The check blacklist part, let me actually see my routes. Yeah, check blacklist here is working as a middleware for logout, but it's not working for login, right? Oh, we don't need it for login actually. So here for the user authenticate, we need actually to check it out to check if this token is blacklisted or not. But I'm not sure actually if this will have the GWT token in it. I don't think so, right? Not sure. Here probably we can put something like that, like the token blacklist list has token. Maybe that will be also a possibility. But actually I know that the rec.user will be in everyone, so we don't need the middleware itself. So this middleware part, I'm gonna actually just ignore it for now. And you know what, I will do exactly what we did for the user to do part. So I'm gonna actually take this one here and take the token with it. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it here. Wait a second. This is what I'm gonna do, and then therefore this can be deleted and this one can be deleted. And I know that the user actually is fine to be like that, but here to return the rec.user, I know that the rec.user is already exists because I have it inside my passport config, right? So yeah, so in my case I was thinking either I used if like let me explain to you what I mean here. So here we have the GWT strategy, right? Does that have the GWT token? Yeah, it has, because it has the GWT payload ID, right? So every time I check if there is a user, when I authenticate, I know that I have also the token in there, right? But is the token available for me in the headers here? Yes, it is. Therefore, I can check it. Yeah. Then therefore, I don't think that this is even necessary. This is what I was thinking about. Yeah, on why user here is actually having trouble. Because I'm not using it. Probably I should, but I'm sure here I used it actually because it's in the data part. But here part, the user can be ignored at this point. Yeah, because we only need the token though. But does the token need to be from there? I don't know. Okay, let me just try this out, like without that, without this user authenticate middleware part, because I know that I'm doing this part already. So I want the profile to use user authenticate directly, right? How about that? Or should this be coming from somewhere else? I want from passport config already. This is what I want to check for, kinda, right? Nice. What are you building? I'm right now checking actually what I did with the authentication part, so I make it actually working correctly, right? So what I'm building is kind of like a white noise app where you store your noises and listen to them, which is a really great thing to do for me at least, so I can focus, not opening YouTube to listen to some stuff and end up listening to something else. And that's it. I am just trying my best to kind of finish up with this and learn it at the same time, right? Yeah. Some guy said, I love your live stream setup. Can you explain the setup? I want to start live streaming too. Yeah, I have OBS, I have NeoVim and stuff, installed my WSL to code on. And yeah, I actually like that NeoVim have the whole like environment for you to be able to run it. That's it. If you have one thing, actually, sorry, I have a hair in my mouth for some reason. Maybe it's my dog. But the thing is that you need also to have OBS and install like some layouts for it. Yeah. Learn that on YouTube. There is a lot of things that you can learn very neat actually. Yeah. And this is TypeScript. Yeah. Yeah, you can set up NeoVim for Windows and for web development. Make sure that you have a good package manager like Chocolately, which is on Windows. That helps you out to do that, which is totally neat as well. Yeah, nice. I think my level, you need 2 years and it will be fine. Can you show us your dog? I think she doesn't want to be friendly to anyone right now, especially since she's this far. But I'll try to call her 1 second. She's Russian, by the way. I brought her from Belarus. Come here. She's a bit far, but come here. Up. Up. You cannot see her, I think. She doesn't want to go up. She's shy, but she's really amazing. Come here. Nice. Cool. I think I can just drop this. Maybe you can see her here. I don't know. Her face is not appearing. But she doesn't want to be here in the chat. You have a cat? No, I have a dog. You speak Russian? Yeah, I speak it because I studied there for 1.5 years and I had to learn it. So that's how I kind of spoke it. And yeah, 2.5 years actually I stayed there. I stayed in Moscow, then I moved to a small village called, not village, like small city called Voronezh. It's like in the Ukrainian borders. Klasno. Yeah, it's really amazing. I mean, как дела? Now they started with the Russian in the chat. Все хорошо, отлично, спасибо. So the thing is that I learned it because I had to. And I'm gonna just give you like a small like a kind of thing where it happens to me there. I had to learn it because I didn't have any other choice. Tango said молодец. Thank you, mate. Yeah, cool. So now that I actually read some Twitch comments, they say that you don't need actually to do this GWT token part and the authenticate part or in the middleware. So here this can be just staying. Why? Because we can actually make it the part where we check if the user is authenticated, and that's fine for me because then we will let him do some stuff in the application, right? So if there is something wrong here, okay, check if user is allowed to do stuff, otherwise unauthorized and authorized or authorize him, authorize, that's it, him, it, or she, or whatever. I don't want to go into that. All right, so yeah, yeah, correct. GS deserves lovers and haters, though opinions are welcome. Carry on. Nice. All right, guys. So, what do you suggest for this user authenticate middleware? Should I leave it like that? And actually, did I understood kind of the base of it correctly, or do I need really to refresh my knowledge here? Because honestly, I feel like I'm checking the GW token here as well in the just because I want to just unauthorize some guy. Which is fine for me actually to stay, but yeah, it can be staying like that and that's it. Yeah, because if someone is unauthorized, he will be stopping here already, right? Yeah, correct. Yeah. All right, then I have a problem now. I have a problem that everybody in my login page can log in, and I don't know why. So this is match needs to be true or false, right? So let me actually think about this. So I have the environment variable GWT token, which is matched by bcrypt compare. And where is the bcrypt come from? Okay, so let me just go back. Do I have bcrypt anywhere else? Yeah, so bcrypt ds hash the password with 10. I need to ask you guys here, in order for you actually to compare these two passwords, right? Doesn't that mean that let me just make it like this. I search bcrypt dot. So I just go to the correct one. So I have bcrypt dot hash and bcrypt dot compare. Should I actually put my environment variable GWT token there? So to split up in separate files look like spaghetti code. I will do it, don't worry guys. Do you even need login system? I do need it in this one here. Yeah, what program language is used? I'm using TypeScript. All right, I will answer some of the questions here while I'm waiting for you guys. Okay, can you recommend classes or courses for JavaScript? I recommend actually one Udemy class called from Colt Steele, the guy who made it. Maybe you should go there. You know why? I will show you what is happening in the front end right now, so you actually can understand what is happening exactly. So if you go to my application now and here, right, and I'm showing you again. So here I will refresh. So at this point I don't have any let me just here any GWT token, right? But I'm sure that I have an email here, right, and a password, and my password is from 1 to 9 if I remember it correct. Let me just see it. Copy password, or maybe I'll copy it from I don't know. Let me just check what is the password that I'm using. Yeah, it's 1 to 9, but now I will change it to 1 only, right? And I'll click login. Look what happens. I'll just change to my network, clear everything, login. Okay, it doesn't let me. Okay, I will just make it just until it tells me. Okay, so now it's all ones basically, and then login is happening and the password is 111. It still actually passes, which is wrong, and the token is given him, but what the hell? And the password is returning as if he's logged in, man. Like, how? This guy should be stored in the backend with the passwords of 1 to 9. How? He's logged in with a different password, right? And now I'm questioning this because honestly, maybe there is a redirect in my application that allows this. But at this point, it makes no sense. It's a 201 returning. Now I question everything, man. What could be this? Maybe the compare password part is returning true even if it's false. I don't know. Yeah, it's a login page like connection. That's what we're trying to build, actually. Man. I think Boolean. Is match should be Boolean. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to show. So these are two of them there for you. So the bcrypt compare. Maybe I will need to console log this. Hell yeah. Is match. Yeah. And this will be in the server part, so in the terminal. All right. So that's one. If there is no match, and therefore if there is no match, it will return that. Otherwise it will continue, right? Or maybe I should put this all in an else, right? Otherwise this is match is a sync probably, or taking some time. No, it's actually in the try catch. And where is the try and catch part here? It won't throw any errors actually. Should be returning invalid credentials. All right, let me just show you one thing before that, because in the API routes part, in the front end now we are talking. Okay, so this is the user part. Let's check the login part. So here I don't have any. So I'm calling API/login, getting the user details, the headers, email, password. So everything here seems correct. So the problem that we have is only here. We will switch to the here, and then we will run the server again. And we try to log in again, okay? I'll try to log in. You keep an eye on the server, right? What's the language? It's TypeScript, by the way, guys. Yeah, compare returns as a promise await. I found the problem. Compare returns a promise await. It gotta get used to checking the types, my friend. I found. Okay. So he said that bcrypt. Okay, here probably. What is it? Control K. It doesn't work for me. Bcrypt, Control K, Control. Oh, match K offer. Promise, right? Which is a Boolean, right? So this await. That's it. Maybe, yeah, maybe true. Okay, let's try. Now that's a problem that we're gonna solve. Okay, cool. Let me try it first. So now I'll try it, and you guys keep an eye on the. Now I clicked actually on logout, so I am unauthorized to log in. It took me back to the login page. Now I will log in, try again, and I'll put the 11111111111 password, and boom, is match is false, and it worked. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so if you wanna actually check with me, that's a really good thing. I also knew it. And now here we just put our friend John, and John gmail.com. Hopefully all good. And now as you see, login is unauthorized, so we fixed this issue. Yeah, so the password of that is wrong, invalid credentials, and the profile is unauthorized. So that's a problem that we got rid of. Nice. Yeah, and also as you see here, the is match is false, right? On top of my head. Nice, cool. Thank you, guys. Thanks also Pro Evils for finding this very quickly. Yeah, the fetch also looked problematic. Which fetch? I set the token if either it's should I do it a try catch part? Yeah, that's correct. I mean, he's correct about this one. So here we have we have an await to fetch. So this all needs to be also into a try catch maybe block, and this could be just like that. And if error, by the way, I need to return JSON here. And if error, throw just new error of type error. I don't know, return error console.error. First, man, if error, throw new error. I think this will work, right? Argument of type unknown is also with string undefined. Oh man. Here you go. You have an unauthorized issue. All right. Error is never used. I think at this point I was thinking console.error, but that seems also a bad thing to do. Yeah. All right. That's not the point, right? Can I actually pass the not a full message here, because I really don't know. Yeah. Try catch is enough for native fetch as code for don't trigger an error. Okay. Then do you think that I don't try this catch at all? Okay, so catch to the, okay. How can I delete one line like that? Yeah. Okay. Let me try it. Delete to G, right? No, it's not working. Actually, it used to work. Delete to G, yeah, delete. Cool. And then it needs a try, needs a finally at least. Okay. That's wrong. So the try catch needs to be there. The catch needs to be there, but the error probably we don't need it. All right. But also unused what? This one here? Yeah. Unexpected. Why it's unexpected? Any? Where is the any part? Oh, okay. Promise. Yeah, of type something. I mean, I don't know the type of this promise though. Can I put void? Yeah, the response won't be a void actually. Huh, okay. Unknown. Promise of unknown probably will be nice. Unknown. And unknown. The response says that promise of unknown, then catch finally is not working. Yeah, okay. And probably this one should be catch error. Error. Type error. Here the R is here, right? Yeah. Catch error is defined but never used. That's another part of it, but I need probably to check this one. What does it return? And I just use it, right? Or I don't put anything. All right. For this error, actually, I don't know how to pass it here. I just tried to pass it the error as well itself, but it didn't work out. And now I forgot actually how to do it. I thought that actually you can have like an error with message directly, but I don't know. Yeah. Above the res.json. Okay, I will read your comments because here I have like comments from Twitch explaining to me what I need to do. So let me see that first and then go error any. What VS Code theme? I'm doing not VS Code here. It's Tokyo Night on NeoVim, by the way. And yeah. Yeah. So yeah. But the thing is, yeah, then we don't use this try catch at all. Let's do it like this. One of the chatters said const.res blah 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 blah. If res.ok, he said that if there is a possible part of it that it's not okay, then throw the error here. Throw new error, and the error will be blah blah blah. I'm just trying this and see how it works though. Throw is not like that. Yeah, this will be better, right? above the await threads.json. Yes, I think this is what I'm trying right now. Yeah, because this should be exactly after the res. So the res.ok is actually something that the res will have automatically because it's a promise. Yeah, cool. This actually seems very nice for me here. All right, so I'll just write one thing here, unauthorized, how to write that? Authorized, I don't know, authorized. Is it a O or a? I have no idea. I will leave it like that, fuck it. Yeah, whatever. Would solve the headache. Yeah, true, actually it does. Can you put live server similar to that, or is code that instantly update changes? Yeah, you can do that 100%. This is TypeScript. Yeah, TypeScript to JavaScript, whatever you can say. What a flash challenge to tackle next. Yeah, validation on your server endpoints with Zod for an incoming request. Okay, but why? Can you convince me of that first? Why and what is the premise? Kinda like I'm gonna do it, but just explain it to me. Explain it to me so I know what it is. Yeah, sorry for sometimes this like music that comes by mistake. It's just that Live Studio does that for me. I don't do anything, it just does it instantly without even asking me about it. Yeah, security and never trust the client. All right, what is the premise? If you're using validation on your API, yeah, first and foremost security. Yeah, I agree with you, but before that, do we need to do anything else before we move? Like now we know the login works perfect, everything else works perfect. If Zod is going to help us next and we don't have to change anything, then all good. Yeah, correct. Actually, we need to find also, as our friend here on Twitch said, that SQL injections 101 don't let the user dictate the data that goes into the query, which is correct. Actually, I thought TenStack has something for that, but yeah, we have a lot of search functionalities that will query the database. So this search functionality needs to not contain anything like the words like select, like stuff like that. So we need to clean up this for sure first. But do we have anything here that we can clean up before moving in? Nice. All right. Danny actually asked a very good question. He said, why are you passing always headers and bearers? Shouldn't be using a wrapper. But what do you mean by wrapper here, right? I would like to know. Flan said, anything we can clean up? Make name clear. What do you mean? But like, I don't like people who just don't kind of give their opinion on what to change, and they just they just say random stuff on the chat. Yeah, probably. Okay. Then let's do it then. All right. So what I understood actually is, let's say for example we have this controller part here, right? We probably want to have let me just delete this part first. Like you guys said on Twitch, that I need like a fetch function that I define the header on once and for all into the backend, right? So then I don't use anything else and make it actually here and there and everywhere. Yeah, I understand. So we're making a function that will take the URL on the JSON body. All right, no problem. You got it, boss. Yeah, I'm using React query in the front end only, actually, not in the back end. But I don't think that the React query actually is helpful anywhere else. Yeah, you got it. All right. Yeah, some guy in the chat said, bro said Jason. I know this guy lives in the US. Because honestly, these guys doesn't understand that there's other countries that they say things differently, which is odd. All right, cool. Let's move on then. All right, so if I think about it, if I'm gonna create something like that, I'll just create it into maybe libs or lib. Let me just see what I have it here. I think I have the helpers functions here, something like that. Yeah, or also lib. Lib seems fine for me. Lib in both backend and frontend, that's fine. So I'll put it into source, like that, and this will be called what? utils.ts here. I have no idea, but yeah, utils.ts seems to be fine. Yeah, nice. So we'll create a fetch function, or maybe we call it something else. What do you want to call it, chat? Anybody want to call it anything? I'm working on actually to create a white noise app. That's it. Yeah. All right, so I might call it anything right now, but I want just for you to give me maybe if there is any like naming for this. I'll call it fetcher or something like that. Equal, it should be actually an async function that uses fetch, but at this point I can make it just like that, and I'm sure that it should use async here, but maybe we just need to give it URL headers, right? What else? Body, right? And then here const equal fetch that URL, right? And basically not only headers but type also of this, right? So get post, wherever it's called. So that's, what is it called? Oh my gosh, maybe type for now at least. Yeah. Method, yeah, sorry for that, I forgot that. Yeah, method. Is that not a restricted word for it? Okay. Yeah, a fetch will accept the URL, and let me actually give you an example so you guys know what I'm doing. Here, for example, I used some fetches. Let me, not here actually. I don't know why I'm actually creating it in the backend, I'm not sure. But maybe here also I can be able to do this the best way. Yeah. Code hidden, man. Yeah, it is hidden. Sorry for that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm now showing you the code fully. All good. Yeah, the sidebar is just lazy NeoVim, lazy NVim. Yeah. Yeah, any front-end engineers here, let's connect. Yeah, you can connect with everybody. You can also go to my Discord channel. We have a lot of front-end engineers there that are beginners and also mid-level, senior level, that they are able to communicate with you if you want and if you have any problem. The IDE that I'm using here is just NeoVim, kinda. Yeah, it's a text editor, but I edited with configs to make it actually look better. Yeah. So one of the API functions that I use for that, well, for my case here, this looks unclean, as you guys said, because it have all this actually in my application, which is a bit bad, kinda. Just like this, we need to clean it out a bit, and that's why we're creating this util function to have that fetcher kind of, or a fetch function to contain also all of this in it. And for sure you need to wait for this, right? And you can do the .then, but what I don't like actually is just to do it like that. So I'm gonna do it differently. Throw new error, or throw error directly. Oh, no error. And this will be whatever res.error is. I think it returns something .error, right? Or res dot body URL status redirect. I don't know what I can return here, but I can just return res.status as the error. And I actually can just put it a toString to make sure. For now, we can delete this, we can delete this. We can, yeah, be around that and see it. We can put body, basically whatever we wanted to pass there. It can be actually not a JSON stringified body, but it can be anything else. So in my case here, I would say body, that's it, right? And my headers, I also can pass headers directly, so it will be actually this one as well, can be just directly that. Yeah, and method also can be just directly that. So the thing is that this is gonna be a bit standard. And yeah, what else? Maybe cons, or maybe in my case here I have like always I set up like my responses as a const of JSON equal await.res.json or something like that. So I do it like this. Yeah, equal res.await res.json. And now here you always get afraid sometimes to not return anything, so I can do it like this also to make sure that I return something. But then you can just whatever, like check on it later on. Okay, so this is return JSON, right? And this looks a bit clean now. So now all of these has to be having types, right? But for us now, let's just use them and make things out cleaner, right? So I'm gonna actually copy this and take it to the front end, because that's where I used all these API calls. And I will take it to helpers functions. I mean, yeah, maybe hooks. No, not really. I have hooks there for front end. Libs here seems fine. I have util functions, but that's yeah, libs I will call it helpers, but I think I have another helper somewhere here. Let me check, or helpers, helpers utils. All right, this is where I have my stuff here for that. Seems a bit cumbersome. I would leave that to be having everything else that I don't need, and then go to this lib and call another helpers.ts, or maybe utils.ts. I don't know now. Fetch.ts for now. Yeah, and then I will just try to kind of give it like some types, so I know that yeah, these types actually will be the correct types that we need for this. And for that we have, actually we can put them all into kind of like one object but I want to do that, and at the same time I don't want to do it. Let me actually try if I just put it like this, will it work? Yeah, and this method also will be actually an object of record string, but I can actually put it like this, like key string. That will also work, but for now it's just having a lot of problems. This also will be the same kinda. Let me just copy it and paste it here, and try to kind of like find the S there and put that and see if that will work. Okay, so now we still have only body, and it will have the same record. I'm just trying now to see if that will work. Otherwise I'm gonna just create like exactly what they need to have. Okay, so no overmatch and stuff like that. That will be the problem. Is assignable to type string. What do you mean by that? The URL, the methods. Yeah, this should be fine actually, for some reason, because this all can be assigned to JSON.stringify or something. Yeah, true. So this is a bit odd. Yeah, okay, then I will take it off. Yeah, this all, so take it off. Yeah, but probably this will be just unknown for now, or maybe it's a promise of an, yeah, promise of Yeah. Now it have a problem with this actually, or maybe you need to export it as well. What do you think, chat? Should I actually change this? Oh, some girl here, Cherish, is started to actually learn JavaScript. That's nice. Miss Joy, thanks for that. But effectively you made the fetch function and you still need to pass everything in manually. Yeah, but how can we make it actually better? A wrapper function? Then maybe you can explain to me the wrapper function here per evils. You predefined the headers in the fetcher function. Yeah, so yeah, okay, I got it. But my headers are different from an from one to another, because here, if you think about it, in the user I have sometimes headers of content type of JSON and headers of content type of authorization and stuff like that, right? You see, so it depends here, right? I need also to make sure of that. Or is it just the header type that I need to do? Proxy pattern base. Yeah. Create different proxies file for each service, then you can control that. All right. Here I have a suggestion from the guys. So now, oh, okay. Nice. This looks like a better function for sure. What we have here from our friend is something totally different. I'll try to put it under this one so we see our false. So yeah, I'd have a body of any. Probably unknown would work better, right? Or I don't know. Okay, it should be any. So the fetcher function have the URL, a method of get, always a get, yes, a headers of empty and a body of null. Okay. Yeah, which is are called fetcher options, which are this, right? A record of string, and then method and string, right? And then it returns a promise of any. That's correct. Okay, I said the promise of unknown, probably any should be better. And then const bearer token, const merged headers. Oh, okay. Okay, so whatever you define from header will be actually, yeah, overwrite in this, correct. So you predefine it and then you overwrite it if needed, and then you create a new config with whatever you added. Oh, man, this is so neat. This is so neat, yeah. I like it actually. I like it super much. And I'm surprised that I never saw it actually before. But I'm also surprised by the approach that I did. It's not totally different from from this at some point, yeah. All right, let's try it, right? So this example use needs to be deleted for sure. Also, you need to know that this is need to be wrapped at all time. So it's an async part, and then the data always needs to be awaiting that fetcher. All right, this seems to be cool. Let me try it, and then I'll delete this one on top. So I'm surprised that the way that I went with this is not really bad way to do it, right? So that's cool. All right. This is an async fetcher, which is I was wrong with it. So I need to actually understand how to use it later on. Yeah, I think Axios would solve this. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, cool. Then some guy said got GPT to knock that up. So this is made by ChatGPT, by the way. All right. So now that we have this, can we get rid of this any? I honestly don't like any in my code, but is there any other way to do it? Unknown seems to be unknown, not working, and this one seems to be also not working because unknown here for the body. will be a problem. It's saying type of unknown is not assignable to type body init. Oh, body init then. All right. You know what we can do is like body, what is it called? Body init null or undefined. Then the promise will be correct. You see, I'm not bad. All right. I'm not a bad developer. I sometimes can do stuff, okay? At least I learned TypeScript by you guys. You made me learn it by bullying me in the chat. All right, cool. Then let's go. You could set as object or unknown. Yeah. That's probably what I did. Here is just kind of like this body init will do it for me, because I didn't know actually that there is something called body init at all. Actually, I'm really surprised by this now. Cool. But Axios does this shit for me, so I'm really happy that it exists. All right, then you know what? I'll delete this lib from here because I did it in the backend though first. And we go here and do everything again, right? What a bummer. Let's do it with where is that sanity check part? I think it's not here, right? Yeah, it's here. Yeah. So here I have this sanity check part. I will import. I'll go on top for sure. Import fetcher, I call it. So fetcher from there. So this is how it is done. I like now how it actually gets what I'm doing, right? So actually I need to wrap this into another function, but or I can actually just switch this to fetcher and call this data, and let me see how it was actually done. And data needs to await that. Okay, probably now this async will be like this try catch part, right? And yeah, that's still to be an error, and here you go, that one. And I need to return that data though. Return data, otherwise all of this is not needed. Yeah, and this is the part where I need to ask ChatGPT, can we do anything else but console.error? I think console.error is not good for me because I actually don't accept any errors here. Yeah, nice. So this could be error like that, but the console statement is not accepted by my front end, but it seems to be fine for me, right? So here error that, yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, it got some bad stuff that we don't need. Expected one argument, but it got two. The headers though, I think we don't need them. I need to check the fetcher part, what it needs. It needs URL methods there, headers is there. Okay, URL we give it, methods we don't need it because it's a get already, and then headers will be, yeah, headers will be already set to content type that. All right, cool. Merge headers, it's called authorized bearer token. Yeah, we don't need that bearer token at all actually. My bearer token here needs to be paired or passed here as a token as well. Yeah, so token, it might be now like that, and sheesh, this would be token. Yeah, and might be this is how it works. Token needs to be a fetcher option, does not exist in type fetcher option. Yes, token string. So if it exists it will work, if not then it won't work, right? Is that okay? Yeah. Wait, fetch, not fetcher. Actually I don't know that we created this one here, that's why. So some guy here said that we don't need this try catch part, because if we pass this to TanStack, it will actually know what to do. Yeah, correct. So here I don't understand this part. It's saying that it doesn't like this part here. And oops, where is that? Argument of type string is not set to parameter of type fetcher options. Aha. They are into an object, that's why. Okay. They are into an object. Alright, so this object needs to have all of them like that. So method, let me try. Okay. URL. Okay. Let me copy the URL because I didn't copy it. It's API. Okay. V inside that, V inside that. Okay, V inside that, and then copy, and then let's return to what it was now. Okay. And then this is gonna be URL, right? Field, and then this has to be that. Let me just remember it from the registry. It's yeah, it's that 0 part, so that 0 paste, and then method. We don't need the method, it's a get by default. We just need the header part, right? The header part is yeah, for sure, I forgot it. It's just content type application JSON. I think this is it. We don't need anything else, as it returns the data now. All is clean. Yeah, there is one thing that I need to make sure now is that token is not necessarily put there, and then therefore this won't show any errors. Cool. Do you guys understand what I'm doing there? Guys on TikTok are probably not understanding what is happening in the chat. Cool. Is that I think this is a sync. Yeah, const data fetcher await, but doesn't that mean that the await of the fetcher needs to be done? Because it's already awaited. Yeah, correct. So that's can be done better, right? Because that also retains. Oops, I did a mistake. Let me just return that to copy the fetcher correctly. I will copy it from here, copy that, and what I'm gonna do now is just to delete all of this and then see my registry again, and that will be in fetcher, so 0, right? Yeah, like that, right? But why does this work? Is it because okay, we don't need then the async part, right? Yeah, because it's already returns that. Yeah, makes sense. The previous that you're passing the sanity check function to TanStack query. Yeah, correct, actually. Ultra Love It said, I'm with you. Nice. You already, I like it that we have here a lot of people that are really sticking to the chat and every day, and they are giving suggestions and all of that. I really appreciate it. Nice. Yes, correct. Yeah. Awesome. So now we need to test out if this is working or not. I'll share my screen again. So the thing is that I passed actually into this one here. So I need to log in first. And as you see, the status is returning status on, so it's correct. So this is the header's response, so that's correct. So now let's clean up all the others and just make sure that everything is correct. Thanks a lot for this fetcher part. Look at this, it awaits and if your response is okay, wow, okay. But you know what, why it's not await here, right? You get my point. Can anybody tell me why it's not await response.json? Because you need, wait a second. No, actually it should be await response.json, right? Or maybe because TanStack does it for us. Interesting, actually. Very interesting. All right, I would take that because it works anyhow. So I don't wanna mess with it. So as you see there, it works with somewhere here it says say that should be, yeah. So here profile status of 200. So that's nice. Cool. So my question is here, like, why it's not await? Because I feel like it should be await response.json, because you still need to wait for that, right? Okay. Okay, got it. So pre-evils actually answered this on Twitch, saying that because it's actually wrapped as an async, means that whatever you return, even if it's a promise, it will just return the solved one. Yeah, this will clean up the code a lot. True. We can see, show us again, because it's returning the promise and not blocking. Yeah, correct, Elliot. Thank you. Yeah. Cool. So if it returns promise, then therefore it will take it kinda, and it will solve it and return it solved. I didn't know this, and this is honestly cool. Like I never thought about it like this. Yeah, that's why I did, like, in the other function, I called my function, I did the extra async just because to return data.json, which makes it cleaner. So now let's go clean up all the others. We have big stuff to clean up here, but let's start one by one, because now it's more details to actually look into. So now clean up register function. This will be export constant, new constant, register cleaned, yeah, equal. So this one will be just example like the other one exactly. So it will use the fetcher and it will accept the stuff, right? And in our case, yeah, in our case we don't need that data stuff as we did before. So this is kind of, yeah, probably we need some stuff. Yeah, we need some stuff here. This is not like before. So what we need to do actually here, just to pass a normal function, right? But it's not async in this case. And we just copy the all things here, and correct me if I'm wrong later on, just to understand, right? And this is inside that. Oops. Yeah. And then I will just copy this here. What I'm trying to do is just to, instead of const response here, I will do like const data equal async fetcher or await fetcher. Basically, I'm not sure, right, if it's await or not, but for now I'll do it as is, and I will copy everything from here, just for the sake of it. Or what is it like? I need to do this. Okay, yeah, this one, and then copy all of this. Yeah, and then the URL needs to be here as well, and it's /API/register, right? And I cannot find name feature, needs to be updated for sure, imported, sorry for that. Before I had to use fetch hook, but now I have to import this fetcher. Import fetcher from, yeah, that's it. The thing is, method post should be right. Yeah. Does this work perfectly? Do you think that this is it? I will actually delete everything here, and you look at it and tell me. All right, so await is not necessary and data is not returned, right? Like that, right? I think this is what should be like. What website do you use? What do you mean by that? I don't understand your question kind of. Yep, correct. So this one here is not necessary, right? Is it? The fetcher, because it has that yeah, it has kind of, yeah, why did it call it fetch? I need to call it fetcher. All right, so if body is there and type of body is object, then JSONs are required as object, otherwise object. Okay, cool. That's correct actually. So this is object literal, and then it body in it. Oh, okay, so the body is actually needs to be body in it or object, or yeah. So now we are falling into this body in it being undefined on string or null, or object of or record, probably record string, right? Record of string. Therefore this will be string null. I will take off null because for now I don't think that should be right. No, yeah, it should be null. Okay, then it's not assigned but type string. The type null is not assigned but type string. Oh my gosh. I'm trying, but I think this is wrong because it's reading it as I'm trying typecasting basically, but yeah, for sure. Do you talk with the chat? Yes, I read all the chat stuff. Don't worry about that. My Google Map on website that I'm doing it is working properly. Why assign data to const when you can just return the fetcher? True, actually. That's a good one actually. I can just return this directly because it's an async function. I was actually not knowing what I'm doing there. Yeah, but here I have a problem now. Okay, for sure it cannot be null, right? Because I never passed null. That's what it was. Yeah, okay, sorry for that. So that record string probably is good for me, or maybe I'll just delete it from here. Okay, now I return it. Okay, yeah, top of the line. Sorry, I'm really shattered. Sometimes I write something and I totally forget about it. Can you hack stuff? No, I cannot hack stuff for you. Yeah. All right, so now this is written correctly, right? Let's try to register again. Let's try to kind of do it. We'll go to my application right now and try to register to see if this is working. Because if this works, then all good. We have to log out first and then share my screen for you to see. Sign up, and we have a problem. Does not provide type register. Source API TS does not provide. Yeah, for sure. I call it register cleans, but should be register, right? All right, cool. So now I need to type this as a dot, or maybe user@gmail.com. I will have it all ones, or sorry, that's the name, right? So this is gonna be his email. The name is gonna be user Fulan El Fulani. This is kind of like something in Arabic that I will take ages to explain. So I'll write a 1 8 times and then blur out to see if that works. All right, so profile now is unauthorized. That's fine. I didn't click anything, so I'll clean up this one and I will sign up. And register didn't work. Why is that? Because payload response, what should be done here? Failed to load the response data, no sources given or defined. Interesting. I have the email name, password passed there. Wait a second, maybe I wrote the URL wrongly. No, actually the URL is there. Method post, content is there, body is there. Body is an object, right? Interesting. And I'm returning directly that, right? Maybe because I think I get it. Maybe because this is the 10 stack actually replying, and then I need to return the data just for it to have a data returned after it's fetched. Let me try that again, but this time I'm gonna use a new user for that. But before that, let me see again if you guys commented anything. Okay, you didn't. Nice. Let me show you back again. I will read the comments on the meanwhile. What's that? So much commands. Yeah, you can ask a question, Alan, for sure. You can ask. Do you use MacBook to code or use Linux? I am using both, actually. I'm creating a REST API and I don't currently use HTTP headers. I can see or have bearer token, etc. Yeah, I do, but I created like a fetcher function that I will show you in a second, okay? It will use the headers for actually whatever headers you will pass, otherwise it will wait for a token. So you need always to put your headers. Let's talk about it like that. Yeah. All right, cool. Let me try again. So I will copy the same stuff kinda, and I will go to our sign up page. For the user, I'll just type whatever name, and this one I'll just update it with user 2, and here I'll use the same password, which should be a length of at least 8. Now the preview is not actually previewing. Response, it makes no sense, right? Okay, let's check our headers. Maybe because the headers are actually not passing at all. Yeah, headers are 0. What the hell? Header should be this one, right? Then I'll return it as it was, and I'll return the return here. So headers were 0 because here content type application JSON was there. Otherwise, if you have headers, you just merge with the headers there. It's actually making sense, right? Authorization, then content type. Am I blind or something? It's not passing any headers. MacBook and PC, both of them actually I have. So that's it. I'm now not understanding why this is not working anymore. For some reason, our profile and register part is not passing any headers, even though that maybe profile though. Let me check response headers. There is headers, application JSON, blah blah blah. But this register part, request headers. Okay, let me check. Application JSON for okay, so it has that. So response requested URL is correct, API/register. All right, let me just, maybe it's the part where I forgot. No, actually this should be fine. Okay, maybe because this should be sync by any chance. And but this actually doesn't need the await part. I don't know, man. At this point I am clueless, but let me try again. Let me refresh this. Course error, I don't think so. Yeah, here it's actually unauthorized, which is fine because it's calling everything and this is at least returning. But now if I go to sign up and I just put any name, any user and a password, and this doesn't, takes the correct stuff but the response is not there. Failed to load response data, no resources were given with identifier found. Nice, weird. I don't think it's coarse. No. I don't think it's coarse at all. Actually, it's been a while since I did this register function. Maybe there's something wrong with it, but we can actually check in the backend if things are actually passing correctly. So here, as you see, we have a register part which is 201. And let's check our register in the backend, because honestly it might be here. So register, yeah, so this is a register, so it checks if it's an existing user, and also it does console log this our console log this email password, but I know that they are passing correctly actually, which is really odd. Man, do I need to do the select stuff? Probably not, but wait a second, it's returning actually 201 for some reason. 1 second, it's returning let me check. Payload, preview, response, timing, nothing. It says fetch cancelled. 401. Okay, sign up. Maybe because it's cancelled because of a refresh by or something like that, but I'm not taking it anywhere though. Okay, then I'll return this to what it was, and I will take this async part because I really don't need it. As well, I didn't need it in the other part where we used the status part. Let me see it. General part, yeah, the status doesn't need it, so fetcher can work directly. So this is the first part here. Let me actually make login as well to see actually if it works the same, because login probably will make me see the errors. All right, so here I will just pass fetcher. I'll put this into a URL. Okay, sorry, put this all into here, and I'll pass it into a URL. Yeah, and this is gonna be like that. This await and whole thing can go to hell, so this is a return, and this all also can go to hell as well. So this is what I'm trying to do, right? So kinda this as well. So this is also really great. All right, cool. So let's check the login part. I have .files on my GitHub, by the way. If you are actually checking about GitHub and stuff, go to my GitHub part here. By the way, this is Pro Evils. Let me actually check him. I can follow him on GitHub. Yeah, this is the guy who is following us on Twitch right now and answering some of the questions. So here you go to my repo. You find out something called NeoVim setup, right? And you click it, and you will find everything that you need, honestly. Yeah, payload is right. That's the problem, man. Leo, like, I don't understand. Yeah. So also you will find out all the short keys that I'm using to code, which helps you to become a better coder. Okay. So hopefully this helps. Hope for the best. Cool. Please follow everybody. Please, everybody who's here, try to follow. And we are trying to reach to 11.5K. We are now at 11.4. And by the way, for all people who message me, I will 100% answer your questions. So yeah, please don't worry about that. Okay, cool. So now we are on the part where we need to actually test the login. Let me see if anybody actually you just deleted the code that sets your token. Then from there, the status code is unknown actually. Yeah, let me just close everything here. If passing the header, you're looking at the response, that will give you the key of the failure. There is no need to guess, that could be wrong. We can look, close that box, press the XY. Let's see the status. Then from there, we'll know where to start looking. You just deleted the code that sets the token. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, 1 second then, I will just check that part. In users, I had actually in the login part something that sets my token. Yeah, JSON.token. Yeah, correct. So, oh man, that's wrong. Okay, cool. But in register there will be nothing like that. Okay, cool. So I will copy this part that we deleted, and probably that's in the login part. Yeah, so here, or actually I called it like this. It was token dot, I don't know, like set token or some local storage dot set token. Yeah, and that was the part where we set the token, the JSON.token, whatever actually got returned from the fetcher. So we need to wait for the fetcher actually in this function for the login. Yeah, and then we return that JSON for some reason. All right, so here, actually, yeah, okay, we can do it like that, and then const token, or not that, actually local host local storage dot set item, and then token will be equal to data.token. I think that should be it. I'm not sure. Data token of type unknown for sure. It should be having that, but I'm not sure about this one. Then this one should stay async, right? And then what else? Return data just for the sake of it, right? All right, cool. Does that, guys, maybe fix the issue of the login? Probably, but let's see. Local storage now is just an option for us, so we don't worry much about it. All right. The result here, you will see it in just a moment. So let's see. All right, cool. Right now we will just go into the application again and try to kind of register first, just because that's what we're bugging us. So the register part doesn't work properly. So here I will try actually to set a random password, and as you see here, the register actually is cancelled, kind of saying, and there is no response for this actually. But I actually did something cool, which is await can be only side sync. That's fine. I actually thought that I'm actually setting something here, telling the application that I'm console logging some stuff in the backend, but seems like it's not working. Let me just do it again. All right, and let's go to the login page. It's fine, and then log in with our current user, which is Mr. John, and the login seems to work fine. So the login actually is a return and the response, which is the token, right? That's the data part. Therefore our token should be set in our application here. I will try to delete it just right now. You see that it's got deleted. Try to log in again. So this login part is working perfect. It's just the register part that is not working, right? So why is that? Probably because we need to return whatever the fetcher returns. All right. Maybe we need also to await that. So const data equal await fetcher. Change this to async just for the sake of it. Delete that, enter here, return data, and let's try just whatever I did in downstairs, I will do upstairs. So yeah, the post method, headers, content, name, email, password. Seems cool. Yeah, seems good. Yeah, let's see, man. Yeah, so let's see what is the type of data here. It just gets like just a token of string, something like that. Yeah. Now it's saying it's unknown for some reason. For sure it's a promise that returns this, right? Let me see if that's gonna be working. I'm actually experimenting with everything at the same time, right? What a mess. Oh well, man, I'll just return this to that and just put unknown and move with my life, right? Okay, not a problem then. We can go here and just put this as string and move on, right? data is type of unknown. Well, I don't care. All right, so all right, now we need to try the register again. Let me actually take this out of your face, guys. Components fix use fetch. Well, that was something else that I tried, kinda. Yeah, this one probably should be as token string, right? Token doesn't exist on type. Yeah, man. Yeah, so here, oh man, token does not accept type unknown. It's reading data as type unknown because you know what? Because if you go to fetcher, I know where is the problem actually. Go to definition. If you go here, I set it like to be the promise that gets returned from the data is type of unknown somewhere. Yeah, here you go. Should be actually type of any. Therefore, if you do this, then you won't see it anymore, right? Because data is not of type unknown. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, cool. Let's try it. Yeah. You said that the type of the fetcher as replace it with what it was as token string, where you wrote const data, replace it with what? Sorry, not as here. It should be, you mean like that, but here if I put unknown, it will always be a problem, you see. Type unknown is I'm right now reading your comment as I'm waiting for our friend here to let me know what is wrong. I think it's MERN but using SQL. Yeah, true. Actually, I'm teaching code and I'm also reading your comments and building stuff that you actually try to teach me. So that will be nice. All right. So what I will do actually is just to return it as it was. Blah, 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 blah. This is what it was. Yeah. Data.token, and this one was not there, right? So as you see here, this is what I did in the beginning and said that type token does not exist on data, right? This is what it was, right? So token, access token from logic, login response. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what is happening. The TikTok here. In the login function, you should send the token with header, bro. Oh my gosh, you're right, actually. No, wait a second. That's on get profile. I should send it with header, you see? But in my case here for the login, it's not the case, actually. Yeah, it's not the case. Yeah, no, not for my application, though. So... oh, wow, okay. So in his case, he said that if I do this as token string, it might work, right? Okay, I never did this actually. I never did this. So he said that the return of the fetcher should be a token of string. Nice. But what is the difference between this and putting that here? As, oh, okay, get my point now. I can do it like this also, you know. Look at me, what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna replace this. Okay, I'm gonna replace this with that and do it as token. That's why I never wrote it like you. This is what I write usually, right? Very good. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Correct. Now data is still a no. But yeah, I get it. So I will return it anyhow. I'm just telling you like what I do it usually as. Yeah. So this one should be data. Yeah. Correct. Okay, good. Let me try it again to see if that register actually says anything. You can actually follow me with just looking at this. Whoa. npm run dev again. Let me just clear out the whole thing for you guys. Now we have a node remove child problem, and then there is no remove child problem anymore because we're logged in. Now we need to log in again to make sure that we are correct. So login works, right? Login works, logout deletes the token. That's nice. That API profile, that's what takes the header of the token. That's why it returns for a 1 on top of my head. That's normal. Now we go to the funny part, which is the register part. Actually, I don't know what is wrong in here. So I will use whatever. And you can see it, right? Sign up. And now go to the network tab and check what happens. So profile is fine. It does not return anything. That's fine. The problem with me now is this one. Why it's not working on the register part? It's taken everything as it should be taken it, right? The name, the email, and the password. Though the password should be hashed though. But for now it's fine because it's the first time that you send this. You know your password though. But the request header though, it's application JSON, right? Content type application JSON, which means all good, right? But wait a second. You see what I have on behind me? Like it says register 201, and it shows that it is actually correct. So it's only the register part taking you to the login. And now if I save that, I'll save it just to use it again. I have the CCC part. Where is it? CC email. Ah, it works. Yeah, it works, but the the response is wrong. It's taken you. It's man, I don't get it. It's kind of cancelled. Why? Because it's cancelled. That's why. Yeah, it's because probably it's cancelled. Yeah, I think I know why. I will go to it and then just listen to you guys. So here I have like a register page that takes you to register form, and this register form takes you directly to this window location part if you are registered on success. So for me, I would probably delete that and make the function itself take you there, or check exactly what you have in the login page, what kind of redirection we have here. It's a navigate redirection, you see. Well, for sure it is. Yeah, and we need here to query and validate user. We don't need to invalidate anything though. Yeah, we need to use the navigate part. Okay, navigate to login at this point. Yeah, okay, okay, nice. I get it now. I think it's from this navigation part. Yeah, yeah, and then this one, navigate should be called somewhere. Yeah, here you go. And is it called somewhere here? Import, use navigate from then stack. Yeah, but a very cool thing that is happening is just not showing you any toast or anything saying that, hey, register is happening, please go to the login page and do this and do that. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You had it within on submit, which fired immediately regardless of the result. Yeah. I think that might be redirect for the register. Yeah. So we need to have it on success, right? Yes. This is my register form, right? Yeah, my friend, you are right. There's a totally big difference between the on success and on submit. Yeah, so the register form and stuff were totally wrong. Yeah, so let's look at the login form. It's on success, you see. And by the way, I don't know why I'm not actually doing that, so I will just invalidate the query part. I don't need to invalidate any query in this case. This one can go to hell. Yeah, it's just registering the login part, probably to make sure that we're not logged in. Yeah, I'm not sure. Here you can tell me, chat. Yeah, nice. Thank you guys for really being awesome. This was really amazing, and we talked a lot and we had a lot of chit chat about this, and this is really insightful. Someone said, if I give you a site, can you tell me if it's fake or not? Probably by checking its inspection, checking also what it does. But yeah, I probably do. Yeah. What is the response type in the authorized parameters? I don't understand your question here. Why not use AI? Because honestly, I'm learning, so why should I? Yeah, I mean console logs. You mean console logs in general? Right? I have that in vite-config. Yeah, it's the rule part. So if you see now, if I do console log, it will be flagged as okay. Before I need to put something in it, it will be not person error, but it tell me that hello. Let's say hello, right? That I'm not allowed to do any console logs. If I can actually do it here, maybe that will be showing it better. And then we close this inspected console statement, you see. And why is that? Because I have actually ESLint ready. Oh man, npm run ESLint usually, not ESLint directly, but now it will show me every problem that I have, right? And both of them, most of them will be any, having a lot of any's. Yeah, it should be npm run lint. Yeah, you see. So my unexpected console statements are there, and the unexpected console statements are here, but the errors are only unexpected console statements. Yeah. Which is pretty nice. Yeah, I worked on ESLint the most thing actually on this application, so kinda I worked on it the best. Oh, okay. In other words, you can keep console logs in your code, but they won't make it out to the production app. Okay, that's nice. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Okay, I don't know that one. On build, you mean, right? I don't know that one. All right, now I want you guys to... Leva asked, hi man, any advice for a junior looking for a job? I want everybody of you maybe to tell him what are the best ways to do this, because honestly I shared this with the chat a lot of times about this website. I will reply with this website called roadmap.sh. You can go to it and check the roadmap part for your codes and for your path, and maybe make it better for you to actually move on with a better career path, right? And maybe have a best career path that you ever wish for. All right, so the next thing that I will do just quickly to make sure that everything is working fine is to go back to this fetch query and rename this fetcher instead, right? And wherever I used it on the here to do's. Yeah, this one should also be changed. General one also needs to be changed. Oh, actually it changed my import function to be correct, right? Yeah, so this one, that's gonna be done. Now I will just do the other part, which are really nice. Yeah, now I'm actually skeptical about this. If I if I just return it to be returning that, okay, let it be. Don't touch it. Not touch it at all. Okay. I don't want to touch it anymore. Okay, I'm just skeptical now to touch anything. I'll just do the same for this one here, which is an async one. It does wait for that one, and instead this will be here. This will be here as also an object. Come on, URL should be there, yeah. And method is post, and header should be on their own, right? What is wrong here? Yeah, method should be there as its own object. The method here, the header is 1, right? Expected, where it's expected here. Yeah, that's it. Here I don't need that. I can just return res directly. In this case, yeah, it should work perfectly. Nice. Let me try it very quickly. Yeah, get profile should work perfectly. Oh, wait a second. It's not working perfectly. Fetcher is not coming correctly here. Resolve the input of lib fetch. Where is that? It says that I need to general TS. Okay. Here it's not stored correctly. Okay, nice. So now the get profile part works fine. So nice. Cool. All right. I can return res directly because because you don't know that we created this part. So we created this fetcher function that does everything for us, that has try catch and everything. So don't worry, guys. I did it. Okay, I did it there. Do you have any videos about Vim? I think on my TikTok I have some videos about Vim, so go there. But also, for you actually to be able to see everything about it, if you go to my application or my GitHub directly, you will find this repo where I talk about all my Vim commands, and also I have all my dot files here. Yeah, the Vim files are inside Lua, my name here, but also tmux configuration, config.fish, init. All of these are actually my terminal configuration, tmux configuration, and also I think some other stuff like even PowerShell configuration to make it look like the WSL that I have now. Everything that I have and I use there are just there for you to use actually, so no worries about it. Just go check there. And for the people who are following in the chat, you can see here that I can see the profile part here and the response is correct. It returns the password though that we will need to actually omit it next time. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, why did I just exit this? Okay, so context is null. Where is that? I don't know where is that coming from. So I refreshed the page and the context was null for some reason. Okay, now we have only one thing to do next, which is the logout function. So it uses the same thing. I call it result here, so I call it res. I will delete that part. Do I return anything here? Yeah, I will delete that one there, and just this is on logout, right? Yeah, I had kind of the function for the logout to be redirected here, but probably I don't need any res to return for some reason, so I'll just do it like this. So do I use actually, okay, let me check. Am I using 10 stack here? Yeah, I use a mutation actually, which is really odd that I'm not I'm using a mutation function, but yeah, on submit mutation.mutate as you see here. Yeah, okay, cool. Nice. All right, so now we kind of like cleared up everything on this application. Logout works, nice. Takes should, okay, something is wrong now. Post function API profile is unauthorized, that's fine. Let me just then go to the login page again, and it will take us to that. It says that API profile is unauthorized, but that's not probably the problem. Just as if fallen into like okay, let me stop the server, and yeah, it's the profile returning 401, but that's fine, totally fine. It shouldn't actually just stop the whole thing. Fetcher.ts await fetcher, so that's the logout part, right? Get profile. Okay, so here let's return res for that. No, before the redirection though, but this will make the redirection not work, right? Yeah, we don't need to return that then. Okay, seems like the logout function just stopped working for some reason. Okay, then, oh wait a second, yeah, for sure, yeah, this is not fetcher anymore, right? And this should be URL, and this should be all be surrounded by that, and this should be deleted, and this should be, that's it, this should be fine. Yeah, this should be fine, but the only thing that I don't understand is why it's not working though. Now I will probably just test this again. So this is the await of fetcher logout function ztop. Let me show you that so you can see it. Let me also stop the application and see what is happening again. What the hell is happening, man? Why is it just breaking for us every time? So here, if I just check the console part, it says that, okay, that the API profile is actually not working at all. Fetcher.ts, fetch for that is just returning null. Okay, let me just refresh. Okay, but that's fine, right? It should navigate us to login page, right? So if I go login, yeah, okay, weird. Let me try it myself then, and I will figure it out. I'll show you the code again, and then we make sure that we are actually doing it correct. All right. So this one looks good. I'm not sure that if it is this one that we just changed and just became like odd. Let me just make a copy of it, like literally at the bottom of this page, and and go here and return it as it was. I don't know, in this case it's just odd. Oops, we returned so much far. Okay, so we edited the logout function and maybe this one here, right? Okay, let me see, why is that wrong? Maybe because now it's not passing the headers correctly. That will probably it. Yeah, if it requests headers, response headers we have, but request headers are not there. So the bearer token, the bearer is null. Get token of that, bearer is null. Maybe the fetcher function needs to accept the bearer as null as well. Where is it? Token that. Yeah. It's not solved type string. Where did you see that a type can be string? Okay, string or null. Yeah. Maybe that can oddly change the application problem and redirect us correctly. And authorize. So there is a response. That's nice. So it's not this one that is not working, is the application part. All right. So get profile probably is the problem here, right? Though that we have it on a wait, exactly as we did on the other parts, and return the data. Here it just doesn't accept that, so here that's fine, I think, as the method is post. Interesting. I'll just remove that part and see if I can go to register part maybe. Yeah, this is honestly crazy. The Explorer, Google Nest.js, getting started and have Copilot help. Oh my gosh, okay. Which theme is that? That's Tokyo Night theme. That's totally fine. You know why? Because here I have it as a string. Wait a second. So this one here coming up all as that. So if I do that, and then if I do as token string, that adds up that. I have no idea, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. The thing is that I think this is not a problem with the fetch itself, because the fetch actually is return unauthorized, which is correct, because now we don't have a token at all. Let me check on the application. We don't have a token at all, so it should redirect us to the login page, and now I cannot access any login page, anything. Yeah, or maybe on our index file we have something like that. We have also on our a use auth part that is used by our, or maybe 1 second, let me see. So if there is no token, means that you are unauthorized, means that you go to the login page. You see there, context query client user data. That's the get profile part. 1 second, let me check it in the lib files. Yeah, this is it, the get profile part. So the get profile needs to return something, right? Yeah, so that's probably what is not returning, so for us to not go anywhere. Yeah, okay, so this is what is happening here. Throw redirect is not working at all. Console log, need to throw a redirect. Yeah, it says also user data is a type of unknown at this point. Yeah, so here it should be that, but it doesn't console log that. Yeah, okay, so let me just try again. Yeah, it says unauthorized, but it's not taking us anywhere. Yeah, still working on the audio side, same thing. Yeah, what's the issue? Log user data. Yeah, but I'm not sure also that this is also the issue, kinda. Okay, but I can console log user data. And it's not there, kinda. So this is on the login page. So I'm trying even to access the login page, but I cannot. I'll try to console log login data or user data everywhere. Nice. Removing permitted strings. So now I'm trying to go, and the router is just blocking me for going anywhere, honestly. Just because the fetch of unauthorized, as if it's not working at all. Let me just also check the index page. So maybe in the index page that I have something is loading, that's fine. Otherwise layout directly that, so this is fine. Maybe do I have like something on top about the route part? No. Interesting. Yeah, I have this in authenticated index part, but that's fine. I'm not getting any lead on this now. So the issue is that when I change this every function here to use that type of yeah, I deleted this redirection, by the way, because this is a logout. Then it takes you to there, so that's maybe not an issue also. So now if I try to access, let me show you. If I try to access this, and let me just stop the application, right? It returns profile to be message unauthorized, which is fine. It's usually that if it finds it as unauthorized, it takes you to the login page here. But the moment that I switched this profile part in the tan stack, that I switched it to this part, await fetcher directly like that, yeah, it just started to have problems. Let me just don't do this. Yeah, seems odd, right? Just return and returning and returning nothing. And now I'm trying to look at the console log and maybe find this user data, but I don't find it anywhere, so it's not even doing anything. And it says the problem is in the post request for the fetcher.ts for get profile. It doesn't find, let me just check again what it doesn't find. Fetch URL unconfig response await fetch URL unconfig. Response.await. Oh, okay. No, but that's fine. That's the response here for the API get profile part. The profile doesn't have a response. I have a response, yeah, or it's called 401 response, as I show you here again. 401, so that's the response. So the response is unauthorized, so there is a response. It seems like if I click here and I want to see what is the issue, or go to here, try to find what is the issue here, it just says, hey, fetcher problem. If I click it, it tells me there is a problem here with the fetch URL. Maybe I need to return something else like 201 to just not show that, but 201 means accepted or added or whatever, because I'm returning 401 as unauthorized, right? Which is correct, but the problem is that it needs to redirect me here when it's not happening. What a bummer. Yeah, let me read your comments. Where does it return that message? In the backend, by the way. Yeah. Let me show you first. Yeah, so let me show you the backend part. So this is the backend part of it. Let me just get that also. User login, user logout. User logout, I think the last one. Yeah, no, here you go. This is user logout. And that's fine. User logout work actually fine, but the one that returns unauthorized is my GWT part here. Yeah, it's returning message unauthorized, which means that my request is an authorized request. Actually, yes, because of the GWT part of it. Yeah, makes sense, because he's not logged out, so he's unauthorized to call the request, right? So there is no profile. There is then us actually redirecting them. So let me show you what I mean by that. The redirection happening here. There is this login page, right? And before even the login page, though, there is this authenticated part. So here the layout component is anything that starts with / is authenticated, basically, or _ authenticated. It has this user data, which is a context of query option of user data, which calls that get profile part, right? And oh, wait a second, maybe because I actually invalidate something here that I shouldn't do, invalidate or something like that. So this is says on success of logout or form of success. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Not that then, not this one. So what I wanted to show you is this is authenticated part. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, and this is authenticated comes from the user data, basically dot user. If there is no user, because if you are having a profile, if you get a profile from that get profile function, you kinda get okay, you know what, otherwise console.log is authenticated. And let me just type from where is this. This is from, yeah, yeah, so there is no token. Because there is no token, therefore it returns 401. No GWT, invalid GWT. No GWT at all actually. Yeah. Would you recommend Golang for a fast API, or would you use JavaScript still? For me, I will use JavaScript, but for you, yeah, it's making sense. But why it's not redirecting? Because here it doesn't have. So if there is no authentication, there is no user data.user, therefore that throws a redirect to a login page, right? Yeah, otherwise it returns the outlet part. Otherwise, also the login part here, it only also shows you the login. Otherwise it shows you the / part, only if you actually have a user, right? So this is the opposite about it. This is the login page. This was working perfectly until like I changed the yes. No, this one should return another one. There is no user. When there is no user, a redirect. So there is no user, I know that, so redirection, right? It is a fetch query, it will throw it, it will be in code error. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, 1 second then. Yeah, I have an idea. Yeah, I have an idea. It's probably our fetcher function. It's if error blah blah blah, it throws this error. Probably it returns nothing, right? So I'm trying to kind of like do this part. Oops, what is happening? Why it's just commenting like that is very weird. Oh my gosh. All right, let me try it like that. So now it's working. Yeah. So the problem is that I wait for no, I know the problem. Throw an error. Yes, you throw an error, but you need to reply with something. There should be a message of unauthorized, and also yeah, I get it. The 10 stack query always waits for a response for this one, and the response shouldn't have a user, and that's it. I think for the get profile function here, yeah, the get profile user authenticate, it should use token expired or message like this, you see. Oh no, that's for a blacklisted one. All right, so this is if there is a token and there is no token, rest status this, otherwise rest status. So we have a response, but this response.ok is not passing it there. Okay, if this throws an error, therefore it doesn't continue, right? How can I fix that? So if I take that part, it just works, right? How do you use .env? I'm using Vite, so anything that starts with Vite underscore something, it's read as my .env, and I just installed my .env file. Yeah. Assumes there is an object in user details called user. Yeah, I get it. Yes. So if there is no, yeah, the problem is that response.json, look, response.json of a message unauthorized is here. So I am not even reaching that at all, because I am having the response type of from this fetch, I'm having the response type for a 1 that actually returns an error, right? That's it. So maybe I have to change the if statement, you say. Okay, let me try that. Yeah, maybe for the login form, or maybe for even the index file itself, or the is authenticated part here. I would say like that, right? Yeah, let's try it like that. Still not a problem. So it's coming from the login page, right? Because this one is, this is where it takes you to the, this is where they're yeah, okay. Let me try. But problem is for me, I just know that it needs to have user data, kinda. Yeah, the problem is that I also won't see that console data at all in my you mean there use data or user data? It's just, look, this is how it is. If it's 201, it will return user blah 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 blah. Here you go. If it's 401, it will return message and define, right? But message unauthorized, unauth. The problem is that our fetching function here doesn't reach that part where it lets me actually receive the message unauthorized, because it throws an error already, right? because our fetcher here, where is it? Fetcher. Here it throws an error already before it returns that message unauthorized. Do you get my point? Yeah, but it still doesn't reach that part. My friend here from Twitch said, why not to do if user data.message then redirect? It doesn't even reach that, because if res is not okay, because the res is 401 from a message part, unless unless I have another way to do it, unless this controller part here, now it's not 401, it's 201 and still says unauthorized, right? Then everything will work fine. Why? Because I'm sure everything will work fine. Let me try. Well, not working fine. Let me try again. Why? It still says unauthorized. API profile. Do I use it for anyone everywhere else? Yeah, so now it's working fine. Because look at this. Now it needs to have anything but not, because now you see the message is unauthorized, and this is from the login page, right? It needs to reach that. It needs to reach that part. So the message is the wrong part here for the unauthorization part there. Oh man. So it needs to call this get profile wherever it is, outside, inside, but at least it returns still 201. If it returns for some reason 401, it doesn't continue. The fetcher function doesn't continue unless you have a solution for me for the fetcher function itself, right? Or maybe what is this called? Like res.json of 400 of. How can I get the status of the res.json? It is there, or isn't it there? Yeah, and because the fetcher function blocks it, that's why. It is there. The message is there. It is there unless it is not 401. That's it. Yeah. If it's 401, there will be no message. If it's something else, there will be the message. Yeah, that's it. Are you using fetch? Yeah, I'm actually using fetch here. It is not there. It's not reaching the result. It's not reaching this part of the code. This part of the code at all. So it won't be there. Response.json for message, it won't be there because we are exiting here already, right? Unless we say and res.status different to 401 or response. Yeah, the comparison of a conditional because the type number of string have no. Yeah, okay, so it's a number, by the way. Then it will work probably, right? To leave it as is and leave this one to 401. Let me check. Yeah, it works kinda. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, it works. You'll still have to get the JSON. Yeah, now I am getting it because of that. Yeah. So let me try it. Let me try it very fast, actually. Yeah, now there is token. Now if I exit, it logs out the token, but it's not navigating me back. Okay. So I need to in my logout function actually to still to redirect the user to the login page for some reason. That's in my login page or my header actually. Yeah. My header, I say logout, and then the logout part here mutate dot whatever, and probably there is an on success part here, right? On success, is it a function or yeah, it should be a function, right? On success, I don't have a navigate here, but I will do const navigate equal use navigate. That navigate should be coming from, yeah, correct. And then here navigate to /login, yeah. So now if I log in like that, if I refresh, it takes me to login. If I do this, login, log out, and now the logout happened, but it took me nowhere. Every time something new, man. Logout happened, and the response is meshes user logged off correctly. That's nice, but that's what a message to 100, which is okay, but the navigation didn't work. All right, what a pity. It sounds that you have a nice keyboard. Thank you. It's the Kinesis 360 Pro. Yeah. So now the logout is happening, but yeah, I mean, at this point I probably don't nose navigate anymore. I'll do window dot location, right? Dot href equal login, and let's delete this part and delete this navigation and go back to what I did. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. That likely be on 10 stack query error handle. Yeah, I don't even understand now how we do that. Probably we need to kind of like work on 10 stack query handler to determine if the message should be there or not. But otherwise, right now, if the message is 401, I will still pass it and not throw an error. Therefore, it will work for me. Yeah. Some guy Misho said that he's just started following. Which days I go live? I go every day, but Friday. Yeah, every day, literally. Yeah. And we are taking this as a challenge to reach as soon as possible 50k, then 100k followers. So if you are new here, please follow. That would be nice. You use on success to get the error from unauthorized and redirect. You use on error. True, yeah, probably. Okay, let me think about it. So the get profile will have an on error. Should the on error be inside the mutation part or outside of it? The query function. The query function for the logout. Here you go. Actually, I was doing it here. The redirection as a window location. But I'm thinking that it is wrong to be there because now I'm returning data. By the way, I shouldn't do it like this. I think logout should be also like upstairs, return directly, right? And here also should be the same. I changed it just to understand what is happening, but yeah, just to be able to see what is happening here. And here also, because I have an extra step, therefore I wait for that extra step to be happening and then move on. By the way, when I log out, I should remove the token, but it says unreachable, so yes, this should be fine. Not fine, actually. 1 second. This should be yeah, this should be before. Yeah, but only on the success of this, so yeah, on success probably there I just take this out. Yeah. Yeah, but here you seem to think that the redirection will be here as it was before. Let me try it to show you what I mean. It was like this, like window.location.href equal to /login, and here before that, for sure we need to make sure that that is done therefore. Yeah, but I was thinking actually if I am going to do this, why not to do it on the page itself. Here you see logout function, and then there is an on success for this mutation, right? And this should work. I was thinking maybe these two, yeah, these two here need to be actually here. Let me just go like this, yeah, like that, right? So then and source lib react query. I have a lib just for get profile for now here, right? Which is only for the query options of get profile, but I'm not successful with it when I actually do mutation. So I will do that for another live stream, probably tomorrow, right? But for now, let me test what we did and see if that works. Add on error. I will ask the chat, is there a problem here that, or maybe is there an or error part that we can use for this? So here, I can use it whenever I use a mutation part. So if I go back where I used, what I just was showing you, the logout part, which is here, if I just on error, yeah, there is an on error, you see, which is just accepts a function, I think. Accepts a function of error and variables of void and context, basically. Yeah, and returns a promise or unknown or undefined or whatever. Yeah, so we can do it like this. Yeah. Okay. All right, so you mean like if the error is actually containing that, then redirect from the beginning, right? Yeah, correct. Ah, okay, and the get profile part. Okay, got it. Yeah, you are right. Yes, actually, that's a really very good thing to think about it. Yeah. So here what our friend is doing is saying, and by the way, that's on the get profile part, yes. So the get profile part, this one here, it returns, and we forget about it there, what it returns, what it does. And I return the fetcher function as it was. Where is it? Fetcher function, fetcher. Oh, why I'm doing this? Fetcher, yeah. I return this as it was before, without the 400 part. Yeah, so that's how it was actually. And then go to my query, lib query or something like this. Yeah, because I know that the query function is there, the query key, the stale time, but then I will do on error, which is also something that it accepts my throw. On error, actually throw new redirect, that's what you mean, right? And this one will be redirect from React query router. Let me actually see what it is. It's in the header function. No, it's in the login form. No, it's in the unauthorized part, or the login part. Yes, login form. And authorized throw redirect, not here still. Yeah, I think in my routes, why I have this project going big that I don't know now where to check this. Oh my gosh, what do I have there? So here, if it's authenticated, blah blah blah. Yeah, if user data, if you're authenticated, then throw to login again. But this all actually needs to be inside the on error port. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, I'm not sure honestly. Yeah. So then we return something, I don't know. Yeah. Do you still need? No, you don't need the try catch block because React query actually has its own thingy. Yeah. Oh, you mean error state from the mutation itself, right? Yeah, at this point I'm not sure actually, but I'm sure that error on error there is. On error that returns an error. But this won't work. I'm feeling what I'm doing right now with that on error on the React lib is not working because it's not accessible still on this context part, because the user data needs to return always something, right? Okay, let me check. We were doing it right now in the React libs, right? Yeah. React libs. Now my filter is there, so I need to get rid of it. It's still working. Oh my gosh. Okay. Lib file for React query. This is the file that I'm looking at. This is what I was thinking, but I don't think this will work actually. Oh my gosh. Takes an error though. Yeah. Let me try it. From the router, yes. So now it's not working. It's throwing errors behind an error, which is totally wrong. Yeah. It's just infinite loops basically of unauthorized part. Yeah. But at least it's doing that, which is correct though. But it's still saying on error, throw a redirect, or actually on error. I was thinking maybe return message unauthorized and author. Yeah, let me just refresh this. I was thinking maybe to just test it out like that with a just simple return. Maybe that will also throw the unauthorized state for us. No, actually it still blocks the same part. Yeah. Or maybe return error. At this point I'm just clueless about what I'm typing, but I think one of them will just work. That's what I'm thinking, but yeah, it's NeoVim, by the way. There's no error callback for queries. Okay, but there is one actually. It shows that there is one, but yeah, whatever. I will return it as it was and just call it a day. How did I actually did the fuzzy find in here? I don't know even how I set up this, but I need to cancel out filter, but it's not canceling that. Yeah, this is where I don't like what this. Yeah, so that's it with an F. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just go into my fetcher function and return that for now, at least until I find a solution for it, right? And I will make sure that always I know that 401 will continue, right? Because that's unauthorized part, at least for now. Okay, and then step by step I will know how, and I will get over it. Okay, that's it. Cool. Thanks a lot, guys, for being here. Yeah. When you load the get profile actually fires, but not return anything because the response is not okay, right? I need your font. It's JetBrains Mono from Nerd Fonts. That's it. Yeah. Why? Because it's not returning back, because this will throw an error and exit everything, right? Yeah. Maybe we need to do a try catch on our, maybe a try catch will solve it, like an unauthorized part here. Yeah, maybe that will work actually. Like unauthorized here, and I do actually if that try catch, if there is an error, if not, just throw redirectly that, right? That might work actually. I surround this by try catch maybe. I'll do surround by function, and then I'll do try catch maybe, I don't know. Catch error. Why it's not working? Duplicate messaging. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, but empty block statement, that's fine. This also will still throw the same, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, but it's actually error. I always have problem with it, but I think it should be always there, but not a problem. Use data is unknown for sure because it's promise though. Maybe that will work. Some guy said, yeah, this is a great learning principle in Knife, but it's very relevant to software engineering, and there isn't classic XY problems. Now, why are you trying to get the profile page on the login page? Because that's my context, and I'm trying to do it just because to know if you are authorized or not to send you to the login page. That's it. That's why. How can you change the sidebar font? We need video. It's the same thing because this is NeoVim. It's a text editor that I actually yeah, because I actually turned it into my IDE basically. Yeah, so I was thinking this maybe works. Yeah, just simple try that I will do right now to see if things work out. And for me, I also open a new one. I will do just that fetcher part. Yeah, so here I'll try to just block this out as GB like that to just see that it's not working anymore, and see how we are doing, if we actually can go or not. The login page is not appearing at all. Yeah, okay, so also that didn't work for us, so yeah, I'll leave it as is. Yeah. Yeah, cool. I will actually push everything that I did today. Yeah, so clean up on API functions. And we will continue tomorrow with anything else that we can actually upgrade. Yeah, I'm working actually on the same project as usual. I'm just enhancing it that it will become better. Yeah, so now I'll read what Pro Evils from Twitch said to me. He said, you are trying to fix the redirect solution X. The redirect is caused by trying to get the profile problem Y. The underlying problem, as shown in graphic, is getting the profile on the login page in the first place. Yes, so yeah, but I can create a context, right, called use auth, and that use auth looks for the token, right? And if the token is there, then it returns authorized. If token is not there, it returns unauthorized, right? But how do I know that that token is correct, right? So then I need to call my get profile function to know that, and that's it. That's all I did. Yeah, so my project actually used TypeScript, and I'm here actually answering some guy. His name is Miel Exotique Canada, so he sells probably honey. Yeah. So the thing is that it's very funny. Try Catch here is raiding with a party of 14. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, and welcome to everybody here. We are trying to solve some problems with React query and stuff, and honestly it's too much to do. Token should have an expiry on the token. Yeah, it should, and it does have that. It's a 4 hours expiry. Yeah, probably. Yeah, some guy in TikTok said that GWT allows you to have an expiry you can check before using it. That's a good principle as well, actually. That's a very good one. Hey, 16 people actually watching on Twitch. That's nice. Thanks a lot, mate. That's amazing. I would like to see you in the chat, so I know where you are from, or maybe who sent you here. I know that's TryCatch TV actually who sent you. Probably he's a coder as well. He's doing the same thing. Nice. So we are building this project that now became like a bit very big. I can show you actually what I'm doing exactly. Let me actually show you what I mean and what I'm doing. So this is it. If you go here and log in now, and by the way, I copied this from ChatCN directly, so I can just log into my app. Here there will be like adding to-dos and stuff like that. Here there is like a timer part, and here there is like a white noise player. Yeah, which looks super neat. We actually did the fuzzy finder, so if you have something playing and then you search for something else, that player needs to stay there playing, even though that it's not appearing. So let me show you. Yeah, and one more thing that we did, that you combine the noises. You can maybe that's it. I mean, it becomes like a very nice combination of that. We have also a part of this where you can, if you don't find anything that you like, you can add yours. And here I added, for example, my YouTube video. Right now it's looking very bad actually, but what we are actually focusing about, if you could just go to the inspection part of it and you check the network tab, if you refresh this, there's this get profile part that requests like some user data. By the way, this is the password hashed. We need to get rid of it. I always remember this whenever I look at it, but we don't use the hash password to log in, so it's kind of safe. So yeah, this is also what you get returned. Just this is used as kind of like what you have in the token here. And the moment I log out, I'll just log out right now, that token just disappear. And the redirect happened with the window location href, kind of in the logout function. And we are facing some problems that we need actually to fix out here, but I think we will fix out with the chat step by step. So yeah, having a working project puts you above 90% of your application of your applicants. Yeah, that's true, especially with this what we are doing right now. And I'm impressed by the level of the chat and how they try actually to help out. Honestly, I win nothing. I am streaming every day since I started, kinda, and for 1 month now I'm still streaming every day. Literally, I streamed more than like 25 days in the last 30 days. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, but at the same time I'm trying my best to kind of like push forward with whatever I have. I will push forward until it just works right for us, and maybe it becomes like that I have sponsors or something like that in the future, that people will just make me come here for 8 hours and we code together, and maybe it will be better. But yeah, thanks a lot to Pro Evils for your chat and everything. You shared a lot of good stuff. So yeah, he's sharing actually with me how I need to omit the password, which is crazy. I didn't know about that. I know that I can find the unique, but I put a where under it, but then I can omit exactly the password to be true. All right, so that's for tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys. I need to sleep. I wake up in 4 hours to work, so that's really bad. But yeah, I already cannot. I'm starting to lose my voice for some reason. What the hell? Yeah, so good luck, everyone. What do you do for a job? I'm a front-end developer, by the way. Nice. What extension do I use for LazyVim? I will share them all with you tomorrow, or DM me and I will share everything with you, okay? Nice, everybody. Thanks for everyone who's here in the chat, and good night for everybody who is going to sleep. And yeah, see you tomorrow, same time, every day. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's become better and better. And thanks for your guidance, even though sometimes that I don't understand the comments, but I try my best to read them. And yeah, what I can say. Yeah, if you want to support or anything, we have like a subscription part in TikTok. I know that you always ask me, but I don't feel good to tell you, hey, go click it. It's kind of odd, you know. I feel like I'm trying to steal you, but overall it's like that. Yeah, it's just, if you want, do it. If not, please don't, and watch for free. That's it. Hello, first timer. Actually, nice. I have a lot of first timers today, which is amazing. Twitch is becoming like our next platform, which is amazing. Yeah, please, guys on Twitch, try to follow, try to stay in lane. And tomorrow we will fix out the backend and maybe do the Zod part that our friend Pro Evils in the chat on Twitch asked me to do. Oh, you're from TikTok as well. Nice. All right, so people from TikTok, I will share with you my my Twitch channel, so then you can go there and comment if you want to, or maybe yeah, just comment anything, yeah, or follow, right? Yeah, here you can on Twitch you will see the whole screen, by the way. Yeah, which is amazing. Cool. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, I just need to read a bit about this Zod validation of the routes, or of the backend routes or backend controllers. So Pro Evils, if you have time, maybe send it to me about what to do exactly. Or do I have Instagram? Actually, I think my Instagram is not working here in Twitch, but TikTok is working, right? Oh no, also TikTok is not working on Twitch. Nice. What a mess. All right, so please do it. And yeah, maybe on GitHub or wherever, just message me, throw something, and I will look at it. Cool. So see you tomorrow, guys, same time. Yeah, Pro Evils, please, yeah, go to Discord. I'll share with you guys on my Discord right this second. If you are on Discord, please do it, because I would just go very happy to see like you guys are actually share with me knowledge and stuff. So I will invite everybody. Let me just do this, disable that mode and copy this right link. What group? Because what group there are you asking me to join? I don't understand. Yeah. All right, so now I will also share this with the Twitch chat. Yeah, so Twitch chat, please go to my Discord as well. And yeah, just go to my profile and click the Discord link. There is a Discord link on my profile on TikTok as well. Yeah, everybody can join. Please don't ask me that question. I'm already inviting you. So all good. All right, I'm gonna go now. So thanks everybody, and see you tomorrow. All right, bye bye. Thanks everyone. Yeah, both TikTok links on IG are actually, I will just change them right now. 1 second. Oh man, I think I can find that on settings, channel videos, security and policies. Where the hell can I find that? Profile maybe. Yeah, the username, you can search me by async stack. That's it. That's all you can find me by, right? Maybe because the content preference is really wrong, and my profile is really old. All right, I don't have any WhatsApp group, so you can send me if you want me to join or whatever. Yeah. All right, cool then. See you tomorrow and same time. Bye bye guys. Ciao ciao.